Here we are, episode 28 of the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast. It's been about 2 months since we've recorded. A lot has happened since then. Monsieur Croissant has passed away. No, I'm just kidding. He's right there. Still.
I'm not dead yet.
Well, I like how you added yet. So
Well, we all die.
Yeah. Some sooner than others, but when you
I
say
have to
yet,
keep living on this planet.
it's not that bad. It's a little polluted, but I mean, it could be worse.
It's
Anyways.
90 degrees in May.
Before we started the podcast, we were talking about a couple things, and one of the things we were talking about was BBL Drizzy.
BBL Trizzy.
And, the song's catchy as fuck, but it's AI generated,
So we're going to try and use it
so we're going to
for
try
our
to use
show
it.
theme.
So you
and
might
hopefully
hear it.
we don't get in trouble.
Yeah, right. Well, you might hear it on this one, or you might hear it on the next one, but I don't know. We're going to
We could use it as a closing song today, and then from here on out, we'll use it as an opening theme.
I could always just edit it in before I put this
Oh.
in the beginning. So they will have heard it possibly by the time we start this.
Depends on how we decide to roll with that one, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's debatable. We'll see either beginning or end. But yeah. So like I was saying, you know more about this whole rap beef than I do. So what's your take on what's going on, the whole culture? You want to start from the beginning with J. Cole, or you just want to leave that part out and jump right into BBL Drizzy and K. Dot?
BBL Drizzy. Well, shit. All I remember is Cole, I guess, took a shot or said something in a song about Kendrick, and then Kendrick pretty much shut that shit down, and then Cole apologized, and then Drake took a shot and got decimated because he's not a real rapper.
See, the thing
Kendrick is.
The thing is that he actually J. Cole didn't take a shot. He actually praised Kendrick, which was weird.
And Kendrick misinterpreted it, and then just decided to start shooting slugs.
He didn't misinterpret it. Because J. Cole was talking about the big three in rap at the moment. It was J. Cole, K. Dot, and BBL Drizzy. But K. Dot came out and said, "Fuck the big three. It's just Big Me." So he was being more competitive. So then that's what started like a whole triangle of beef.
That whole snowball.
Yeah, and J. Cole was like, "All right, I guess we're dissing each other," and he released a diss after that. But then he was like, "Fuck this! I'm
out of that."
Yeah, I'm out of that, which is probably a good move because I don't know. Rap beefs have always been kind of catastrophic for the most part.
Yeah.
Like
for the most part, yeah.
If you don't get shot,
then you'll get clowned on.
You get clowned on, or you'll get beat up.
Or you'll get beat up.
That, or you just don't sell.
Or you'll just completely drop out of the rap game, like when MGK started that beef with Eminem, and he completely switched genres of music.
Shit, because I was thinking like some of the bigger ones too was what was it? It was T.I. versus Lil Flip. And, the big ones, I don't have to go that far back, really. If you look at the closer ones right now, you had Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly, which I don't know what the fuck MGK was thinking going after Eminem.
That dude has been insulting himself his entire career. Like, there's nothing you can say that he hasn't said himself. And if he talks as much shit about himself as he does, imagine the amount of just shit he could talk about somebody else. Yeah, taking shots at Eminem is kind of a wild idea.
And I don't remember why he did it. Do you remember why he did it?
I don't know, because he needed a boost in fame or something.
Oh, another funny thing was when was it MGK? Yeah, MGK was about to get beat up by Conor McGregor for no reason.
Because Conor McGregor likes beating people up.
Well, that too, but he thought he was Jake Paul or something, Logan Paul, one of them. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And he tried to fight him.
He threw a drink at him or something, and so.
That's funny.
Of course, he didn't know who MGK was actually, but he threw a drink at MGK.
Thought he was someone else.
Yeah, because he thought it was Logan Paul or Jake Paul, one of them two.
Sorry, sir. I thought you were someone else.
Yeah, and then they didn't end up fighting, but I think it still would have been funny if he accidentally got beat up by Conor McGregor. And it's like, oh my bad, I thought
I
you
beat
were
up the wrong guy.
Yeah, well, I mean he's a fighter. He's known for beating up the wrong people occasionally, mostly in Ireland, luckily, so we don't have to deal with walking the streets of Houston and Conor McGregor just trying to fight us.
Conor McGregor has been turned loose on the streets of Houston.
I mean, I'd be a little scared. I don't know what he's on. But yeah, the rap beef thing, the rap triangle, because I mean, we haven't recorded since that really popped off. So that's something interesting to talk about. But now it's just between K-Dot and BBL Drizzy. And I'm just going to keep calling him BBL Drizzy now because I think it's kind of funny.
That's funny as fuck. That is otherworldly hilarious.
Yeah, but now I don't even know. I mean, they've had a couple more disses that I haven't even paid attention to. But now...
I think the last one that I heard was... Because Kendrick dropped like fucking 3 tracks in like a span of like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he was on
like
rapid fire.
He was just going the fuck off.
Yeah, I think he had like at least two in a row that came out before Drake even responded to one at a point.
There's Not Like Us.
Yeah,
Meet the Grams. And what was the third one? I don't even remember the order they came out in.
No, me neither. But it's weird how the rap. I guess they at a point really don't like each other because it devolved into just attacking the person, and then he attacked Drake's family or whatever the fuck whatever he has. I don't even think it's a family.
His whole fucking bloodline through the dirt.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, you can't even just go after Drake. You got to go after his family, and then
he went off on him. What made me really laugh about it was Drake's featured on Money Trees. Or not Money Trees.
One of those
Poetic
Kendrick
Justice.
songs? Yeah.
He's featured on Kendrick's Poetic Justice. So like the whole time this was going on, I was like, man, that's really funny. Like they had a song like not too long ago.
Well, hey.
Maybe Kendrick just hasn't liked him that whole time. He was like, you know what?
Probably not. But when you say it like that too, yeah, look at what happened to 50 Cent and
oh
and
yeah,
the game.
The game.
That shit really G Unit at this point. I don't even think G Unit likes 50 Cent. And the funny thing is 50 Cent keeps clowning all these other people, and I'm like, dude, if so many people don't like you, 50, I know you're a funny dude, but he
just likes making enemies, maybe.
Oh yeah, and I mean, shit. One day he's gonna make an enemy that's gonna be as bad as him, and who knows, they might try to take 50 down. You didn't hear it from me. Nobody tell 50 I said that. But shit, he's making a documentary about Diddy. I'm like, man, what happens one day if somebody comes after 50? It's gonna be crazy. I don't know, but I think maybe 50 should have started a rap beef with Diddy instead of making a movie about him, a documentary. That would have been interesting.
I don't know, that'd be intriguing.
Yeah. Maybe he's a little scared of Diddy, so he's not gonna start rap. I mean, Diddy's not that really good of a rapper, though. I mean, let's be honest here. He's what, he takes like whole tracks and just kind of raps over them. Like what he did. He did that Sting track.
Yeah, when they
We'll Be Missing You.
Yeah, when they.
Fuck, he's got like another 2 or 3 where he seriously just took a whole beat. I think he has a U2 one that he did. Maybe. I don't know. I guess he just really likes kind of alternative music or whatever they were considered at the time. And he just kept like, hey, I like this.
What, U2 and the Police?
Yeah. Yeah.
Soft. Well, I guess not the Police, but U2's kind of soft.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's rock, but I don't know what the fuck it is. But anyway, besides the whole rap beef and people and surviving Diddy and 50 and Kendrick Lamar and BBL Drizzy, that video I wanted to show you, you probably really can't even fucking see it right now. Hold on, I'm gonna move it for
the
you.
big TV.
Yeah.
I got it's up and running again.
Can you see that good enough?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, so let me switch it to it on this right here, and so we can play it and talk about it. But a little backstory. So I've been watching Judge Simpson here for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. His cases are really interesting. What?
I said, are they off the wall?
No, they're pretty simple cases. But he's one of those no nonsense judges. But he still has like a good sense of humor. So he's a nice guy, but he'll like put his foot down when he needs to. And he's a very sharp sharp judge. And so this video showcases him realizing something and just be like, oh, well, we're going to get you for that too. But let me go ahead and put it on. This shit's funny.
Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m.
Really, you
today.
can watch it here too if you can't see that.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Oh, wait. It's
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Zoom call court?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Wait. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
It even becomes funnier when you realize why she's asking for the adjournment.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driver while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and
His face.
His face.
he didn't have a license.
Oh,
Those are the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended, and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
oh. Hello?
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Okay.
Even his attorney's
Court call
pissed
today
off.
is People versus Maya Isom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that, man. Holy shit.
Just his face the whole time too. You could,
He's
he's
just
speechless. He can't even just. It took him. It took
Hello?
him like. It took him like 2
Hello?
minutes.
It's
to
just
figure
like
out what to say.
uncomfortably silent. You can't hear shit. Hello?
And so I think when his attorney noticed that, because even she was like, "Oh, let's go for a motion of adjournment, to push back the case, keep him out of jail." If Mr. Simpson would have been like, "Yeah, sure, we'll do that right there in that moment," it would have been all right. But
Wait a minute.
yeah,
Looking at his record, he has no driver's license. His license is suspended.
yeah. So
We just saw him driving.
yeah, a lot of his cases are like that. A lot of his cases, he's over here like he's a pretty sharp, witty judge, and so I enjoy just watching a lot of people. Like a lot of his cases, he'll have Zoom calls, and he'll have people actually in court. But a lot of his cases, they're just like him dismantling people for being stupid.
That was fucking hilarious, man. His license is suspended. He's driving without a license.
It's like he was just driving. Huh? And the whole time this dude's, oh, give me a minute, I'm about to park. Now it's like, dude, the judge.
I feel like that looked like COVID time Zoom call court.
No, that was probably pretty. I think it's just actually. I've been watching his
That's just how
stuff.
shit gets done these days.
Yeah, a lot
Well,
of.
fuck, man.
he
You
does
know
some
when
music.
you're supposed to like call the court for a video call.
Oh, there's
Fucking-
another good one that I think it happened after COVID too, where somebody. It was some woman. It's been a minute since I've seen it. Some woman, and she says she's out of town at the moment when she's on the Zoom call, and so there's a dude in the background that's walking around, and then they call him over. They're like, "Hey, excuse me, sir," and he comes over. He's like, "Me?" And they're like, "Yeah, can you tell us your address or where you at right now?" And he tells the address and where he's at. And so then it's like, oh, she's caught red-handed right there. She's still in state. And so while they're talking on the Zoom, they send a police officer
To go get
to
her.
go get her. He pops up in the back of the Zoom call.
Shit.
I got to
Oh
see if
my
I can
God.
find that one. That one's fucking funny. But I think that's one of the first cases I saw by Judge Simpson. And I was laughing my ass off at that because I was like, I would think if I had a Zoom call, it's that easy. You got a
It's
Zoom
not
call.
like they just randomly fucking call you. Like,
Yeah,
that
they
shit's
give you
gotta
time.
have, like, it's a fucking court. Like, they're gonna schedule something. Like, they're gonna give you a fucking, at least they'll fucking cable man you and give you a window of when they're gonna call.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, I should probably be somewhere for my.
Let me go
for
lock
my
myself
court
in a
call.
room where nobody can walk behind me. I'm not driving.
I don't
Nothing's
even have to
gonna
go to
incriminate
the court.
me.
I can literally just stay at my house.
Yeah, it's I don't understand it.
That's funny.
But it is pretty funny. It is pretty ridiculous. I don't know why people do that, but they do it. They just don't
But
think.
they do it.
Yeah. But shit. What else we got to talk about? I mean, we've been kind of skimming through everything. Well, besides that video, we talked about all there was in that video. What else do we have to talk about?
What else has been going on? Did you hear about the other billionaire that wants to go to the Titanic?
I did hear about the other billionaire who wants to, but he's not gonna take one of those subs, right?
I don't know.
Shit, he might,
Who
but
knows?
I'm pretty sure he said he was. Well, he didn't. He said he was gonna take a sub. I mean, come on, James Cameron has done it. This other dude's a billionaire. They can probably afford way better shit than
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming.
carbon
If-
fiber, Logitech controlled shit submarine. I wouldn't have gotten that damn thing. Dude, I mean, like, you saw the inside. You saw the pictures of that. Like, they sat on a floor. Like, if I'm paying that much money to go to the Titanic, I want a fucking chair at least. Hell, if they would have put a chair down with, like, some cross-member support somewhere in there, it probably would have been able to withstand a lot more pressure than it did. Because they imploded before they got to the Titanic, right?
I think so. Like, shortly before. Like, they didn't see it for sure. What if he
you
goes
think
down
they
there
saw
and,
it?
like, what if there's, like, some sort of, like, eldritch horror or some shit down there? Just, like,
James
unearthed.
Cameron unleashed it, and that's why he never went back. It's just sitting. He's letting everybody
Like,
else
don't
go.
go.
But I mean, I don't know. I think the pictures. We have pictures. Pictures will do me justice. I don't need to go way down there in a deep, dark ocean.
See, yeah, like, I get, like, seeing stuff, like, if you get to go, like, near, like a volcano, or, like, something that's got, like, you know, hot lava and stuff. I get the appeal of, like, wanting to see and experience that.
The underwater
I'm not
volcanoes.
gonna fucking do that shit, and I'm definitely not getting in the fucking ocean to go do it. But hey, man, sometimes that happens. I mean, Evil
what else
Knievel
are you gonna
broke
do
a bunch
with
of
your
his bones
millions
trying
of
to jump
dollars?
shit. He was like, you know what I want to do? I just want to jump a bunch of shit with my tiny little motorcycle that has no business jumping any of this shit.
Oh, what, Evil Knievel?
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
like fucking broke his body, and he just kept
Yeah,
doing
but he
it.
had fun.
But he had fun too. Yeah, maybe though. Like if I guess if the ocean is something that like gets you off, and that's what you have fun doing,
I mean, you gotta.
go do it. I guess.
I think you would understand because you get excited about things.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it.
But,
I
so,
totally,
yeah.
but I would not go into the fucking ocean to like for that. The
Dude.
ocean doesn't excite me.
Eric, you know, if you had enough drinks and somebody was you were in that tiny ass sub, you'd be jumping around going, dude, and somehow swinging your pool stick around that you brought with you, I guess, because that's what you do whenever you got your pool. You start swinging that shit
Just start swinging it.
like you know some karate moves.
Just start.
You'd be excited a little bit, maybe.
Oh yeah, if I enjoyed that kind of thing, but like I said, I'm not gonna get in the fucking ocean.
So would you go? Would you go spelunking?
The idea of it is something I think I would like, but I know I'm fucking claustrophobic as shit. I know as soon as I get like in like a certain spot, like I'm gonna start fucking freaking out, man.
I mean, that's
Like
like
I
I've
already
seen.
know.
Have you seen the ones where the people like they're crawling through with their
Oh,
shoulders?
like those crazy cave divers that
Oh,
are like
yeah.
wedged between rocks.
And
Yeah,
that dude's like, I see a crack of light here. I'm gonna try to squeeze through it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, if you get stuck,
that shit's like cool, but I would never do it because I'm so claustrophobic.
oh yeah, fuck that.
Fuck
I'd go into a
that,
cave
dude.
and look around, I guess, because that's all you got to do. But I probably wouldn't, like I'd be, maybe a good 30 minutes in the darkness. I'm good on that. I don't really see the appeal of. I don't want to be the first one to find some fucking eldritch horror in a cave, like you were talking about with Titanic. Like that's not my deal.
See, I wouldn't mind that. I just don't want to like get stuck and starve to death.
Well, isn't that usually what happens when you run into an eldritch horror?
No, they just like make you go crazy, kill you right there. Dude,
You would
eat
hope.
you.
Well, fuck, I don't.
No, it's just this like scary dude is like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything, man. I'm just hanging out with you until you starve to death.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that's all he does. He's just like, hey, man,
he's the cool one. He's the cool one. He's not out to hurt you. He's just kind of.
I'm not gonna help you. You can try to find your way out.
But you won't.
I'm not gonna help you. But if you get out of here, you get out of here. But I don't think
He's
you're gonna
like-
make
he's
it, and
like-
I'm just gonna hang out with you until you inevitably starve to death.
He's like, so I heard the Mavericks were winning the conference up there, the Western Conference. How are they doing? She starts talking about sports or some shit. Like, how the fuck do you know? He's like, oh, I pop out from time to time. Just kind of hide amongst.
He's
it,
like, dude, I live in a cave, not under a rock.
That would be a good dad joke. I don't know where you'd use it, but it sounds like a good dad joke. But yeah, no.
How do you think I'm gonna keep you busy? You gotta have something to talk about. He's like, you think you're the first person to fall down here?
People fall down there? Ah,
I
shit,
guess
I walked.
explore
Nah.
down there.
No, shit. Send Big John down after me. I'm getting out. And hopefully
Big
Big
Bad
John
John?
survives. Yeah, Big Bad John. Hopefully he survives this one too. Because, he doesn't really fare too well in the song. But the next version of Big John, we'll make sure we bring enough equipment and dynamite and whatever the fuck else he might want. Probably not dynamite. That's not a good idea.
No, that's a terrible fucking idea.
But it'd be
Well, we were stuck. Now we're stuck more, and we can't hear anything.
Can you imagine how loud dynamite would be if in a cave? Just imagine a shockwave flying out of that tube. Like just, man, fuck that. But dynamite does seem fun to use. You can't tell me no about that one.
I would never tell you that. I like explosives. There's no way that explosives wouldn't be fun.
When I
Some
get my
old school Wild West, like
Yeah.
cowboy dynamite, like
Oh,
blowing fucking
shit.
steel bars off of fucking
yeah,
jails and shit.
I never understood it.
That had to
They
be-
pull up to the jail, it's like stand back, and they got like fucking 3 sticks of dynamite. It's like, yo, what?
Stand way back.
It's like, dude, you see how big this cell is? It's not very fucking big. Can't you grab more horses or something and pull this shit off?
Takes too long.
Yeah, it would.
We got to get this door off now.
I think it would be kind of hard to sneak, like, I don't know, 4 to 6 horses maybe.
Up to the jailhouse
Up
and
to
not
the
look
jailhouse.
suspicious.
Park them right on the side where your jail cell is. Somebody comes around and, hey, what are you doing? I'm just. It's gonna look like the dude from the
Yeah.
video. Something. Hello. Oh my god. No. Yeah. I think the old Western days always they always interest me because, well, it was the old Wild West. Like you just
That's
did
hard.
shit.
That's that hardcore shit.
It's that hardcore shit, dude. They just did things just to do them, and it didn't matter if it didn't make sense. You could probably get away with it. It's like a fucking. You've got the fastest horse in the West. Like what?
You got the fastest horse in the West.
Because that's the thing. That's the determining factor. Like if you have a fast horse,
You're getting away with it.
And yeah, and imagine,
Yeah.
and imagine though, like okay, so what if they like defunded the police back then and they got like ponies, and you've got like this. I don't
Ponies
know.
were used for mail.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They defunded the police, so that's the best they got.
We had to
They
take.
got like the
Hey, Sheriff, what the hell are you doing delivering mail? Funding was cut. We had to take the mailman's horse.
and some dudes. He's on like the fastest Mustang around. He's got the
Sheriff's
GT
got
350.
Sheriff's got a slingshot.
You just like shot a
Dude
couple
rolls
people
in
in
with a couple
town,
of
and then they're
Colts.
like trying to catch up to you, and you're just fucking gone. It's like,
Well, shit.
you know, that's
Takes
exactly.
his hat off, throws it on the ground, kicks the fucking dirt.
We need more funding around here. God damn it! Call the commissioner.
Call the commissioner.
Then the commissioner, he's gonna get pissed at you because you let the fucking
Sir, what's a commissioner?
right, the sheriff or whoever the fuck. Who's the top ranking person? It was just
The sheriff.
Usually the sheriff, right? Yeah. They didn't really have constables though, huh? Unless you were like up north or northeast, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know at what point that came into play.
Yeah, deputies.
Oh, yeah, the deputies
in
are the guys
West.
under the sheriffs.
What?
I said the deputies are the dudes under the sheriffs.
Oh yeah, deputy under the sheriff. I thought you said the dudes that are the sheriffs. I was
No,
like,
no.
I'm lost now on that. No,
That's the
but
dogs. Deputy dog.
the Wild West definitely was. I think at
Wild.
the time I would have liked to be born in.
I would have died.
to it.
I would have died very early on.
Because like I mean, dude, you gotta play by. You gotta have luck to survive in the Wild West. You gotta be really fucking smart. And I mean, you gotta do a lot of things in your early years to be able to, I don't know, survive.
I fucked around with a lot of shit when I was like, you know, I made a bunch of homemade explosives when I was like, you know, early adolescent, teenage.
Awesome.
I would have definitely played with dynamite, you know, 7 years old. Look what I found. There goes my arm.
Fucking over here. What would your Wild West name be? What do you think?
I don't fucking know. I don't know if I would have made it long enough to have a name.
Well, so Eric was down at the stable. We sent him to tend to the horses, and
Yeah,
we
you got
just heard an explosion, and the whole stable and the horses were gone. It's just that's. I mean, I guess I
half
can.
of his body was in the round pen. Just flew right out.
That's definitely one of them. That boy. Well, you can't say ain't right at that point. That boy wasn't right. Yeah, I couldn't think of a name for myself either.
Back to the drawing board.
I'd have to probably play on my last name and just be like put some kind of cool sounding. I don't know. Wild Jones.
Wild Jones.
Wild Jones. There's no Wild Jones in history that I know of. I think I could use that.
Jones the Kid.
Yeah, no, I don't. No.
You don't want to be one of those like early like teenage train robbers.
Well, I don't want to be like. I don't want my name to be like the Kid. It's like rappers. You know, when they start off young and they're like you had like Lil Wayne, Lil Bow Wow, and stuff like that. And then I mean, Lil Wayne's still Lil Wayne, and he's like what, 40-something years old. Like
Well,
why?
he's still kind of little. He's not a big
How
man.
tall is he?
I don't know, like 5'9", 5'10", like my height.
I mean, shit.
And he's
That's
scrawny.
That's a decent.
I mean, it's not
yeah.
like he was ever like fucking like diesel looking like LL or some shit. Like he's always been kind of a toothpick dude.
Well, see, like even.
So he's still little.
I mean, the only time that changes down south, because everybody down here does that shit, is like if you were like 300 pounds. Like you were either little something or you were big this, and you were actually big that. So you know what? I guess that makes sense when I look at it that way. Down south, it's different. If you know, Big Mo and shit like that, he was fucking huge. So if you look at Big Mo,
But he stayed huge. Like what if?
Yeah, he stayed. I mean,
What if they start big and then they decide to start shaping up their health?
I mean, he's not gonna go like. I don't know. Fat Joe's still Fat Joe. He didn't go down to Joe because they already have a Joe. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you can't
just
start
switch
Big
it.
Mo and then like go, I don't know, fucking medium Mo, middleweight Mo. Like what?
So you're stuck with your moniker and you don't want to be stuck as the Kid.
Yeah.
It's like 50-year-old Jordan sticking up the bank after
yeah,
he just
Jones the kid. Like,
after
dude,
he
you're,
just. Oh my God! It's Jones the kid.
it's like you're 50 years old. What are you still doing, robbing banks? Got fucking arthritis and shit or something. I don't know. Especially back then, shit.
But that's what you did. If you were a bank robbing outlaw.
You might not even make it to 50. More than likely, like you said. So I mean, I might as well just die, fucking Jones the kid. But I don't know. You gotta look at.
So your moniker, you would pick a moniker and keep it to make sure that as you age through the Wild West, you don't get stuck with a goofy name.
Oh yeah.
Being like like the 60-something-year-old legendary bank robber, still robbing banks.
Well, shit. Even
It's
if
like
I wasn't
everyone's
robbing
in there
banks,
like they're like, Jones, give it up.
like even if I wasn't robbing banks, and imagine they caught up to me,
Oh.
60 years old, Jones the kid. Look what happened to you. Like you're on your deathbed. No, like I don't want that.
Then you pull out your and you take out your rivals. They're like, oh, your rivals come to see you, Jones. What?
Yeah, the fucking the quick draw. I ain't old yet. Just fucking.
Gets out of bed. It was a hoax.
Yeah, I don't. Well, shit, I'd probably have polio too. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the Wild West that would have probably kept you from living to 50, 60 years old still. So,
See,
yeah.
but you don't want to pick a moniker and like have to worry about.
And have to worry about aging out of it. I don't know, but I can't really think of a good nickname. Like I think it'd be like something Jones or Jones or something.
Something Jones. Would it morph and depend on what you had done with your Wild West life?
Like what?
Like let's say you go with Jones the Kid and you choose the kid because you're like a young like train robbing bandit motherfucker, outlaw of the land.
Right.
So if you did something else, like if you, I don't know, what else would you do in the Wild West? Farm?
Well, I don't think I'd be notorious for farming. I don't think I'd have a cool nickname either. Farmer Jones, like.
What if you were the guy that started farming like tobacco or something?
Oh. But then they always, it's like have like cigars. They always use their regular names and shit.
Would you be a cigar roller? Is that what your West profession would be?
I'd probably not. I probably wouldn't do it much myself. I'd probably, have slaves or something. Honestly, I'm just being honest. You can't, like, who. I mean,
so in the West, you're a landowner, right? I guess.
I'd
Or do you
probably,
just,
if I'm a tobacco farmer, I mean, I'm pretty sure, because I'd probably grow my own tobacco and then, sell it, market it.
Jones Tobacco Co.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like I got a cigar wrapper right here. What is this? Joya del Jefe. So it's just kind of like a regular name. Joya. I don't know what Joya means. That might be a name right there, but of
Jefe
a boss
Jones?
is a boss. So I don't know. It's kind of you can't grow tobacco and have a cool name unless you're born with a cool name. I'm not.
I'm not.
Like okay, so like your name, like if somebody,
What if you
were a tobacco farmer, and you'd probably take your last name. Do you have a middle name?
I do.
What would, you probably told me before. I don't fucking know.
It is Joseph.
Oh,
or,
yeah,
Or Yosef. It's Joseph without. It's Joseph with an F. So
Well,
not
see,
a-
okay, so you don't even have to use that. You could just use your last name, and it already sounds like Chazon Tobacco. Like that's cool.
Oh, it's this exotic.
Exotic Cajun,
French breed.
yeah, French breed, Creole
Tobacco.
fucking tobacco. It's crazy shit.
I don't know if I would be. I don't know if I'd like being a tobacco farmer in the West.
But what do you think you'd be then?
I don't know.
Like, what do you feel like you'd have a passion for it besides art? And you're living in the Wild West. Shit just happens. You gotta survive.
See, that's what I don't know. I guess I'd be a woodworker.
Okay.
I'd make furniture out of wood and stuff.
You'd probably set up some fancy like
make, like
interior and exteriors of
Like bookshelves and shit.
You'd be like, oh yeah, especially dude, because they
'Cause
have fancy houses, especially. You'd be
Yeah.
exporting to the South and shit. Having some dude have some fancy plantation home with Chase on woodwork or some shit. I don't know. I think that sounds like it works.
Go explore, hang out with wildlife, I guess. I don't know.
Now,
That seems a little. That seems like highly risky. Like just like.
hanging out with wildlife, I
Like
agree.
just seeing like what there is and stuff. Like there's no parks. I mean, it's the Wild West. Known civilization is a park. Like at that point,
I mean, that's the wild. It's wild.
and it's very wild. And there's a lot more critters. They're much more abundant.
So if you had to go to like a state at this point, before they really exist, where do you think you'd probably end up? What area?
Well, how far developed into are we talking like?
We're talking about manifest destinies.
So
already
California's California's already been like it's not established, but
But
the
it's
United
there.
States has like already started like spreading
happened. Yeah.
all the way over there. Huh. Where would I wind up?
I'm
Probably in California. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say I could have probably done like California when it first started.
Or
Like,
Oregon.
or Oregon. Well,
Oregon
you
looks
know.
nice.
I mean,
But I
depends on
don't-
what time you go there.
And like, where am I starting? Am I just getting to choose like where I get to drop in this scenario?
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, if you're not,
Because
you're gonna,
realistically, I'm gonna be in the swamps.
you're
like,
not gonna
like,
go to Oregon Trail probably.
given my lineage, if I'm popping back somewhere, it's gonna be there or like the fucking Midwest.
So would you want to travel first, or would you just like to start there and see what happens? It's a good question, right?
That
It's
is
a
a good
risky.
question.
Because that's a long way to travel. To get all the way to the
From-
West Coast from like
the swamps
yeah.
all the way over there, yeah. You gotta go through all sorts of wild, crazy shit. There's no roads, hardly.
There's probably a war
There's
going on in
trails and
Texas.
paths. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You got to go around.
Depending on the time. I'll go die at the Alamo.
I mean, to be fair, that's how everybody who ended up at the Alamo was from somewhere else before they really got to Texas. Most of the people down there weren't native Texans, so who knows? Maybe you would have just fucking you would have been traveling and
Hey man, that's a cool hat.
yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Well, the Mexican army's on its way, and we're probably gonna die here. We sent for backup, but we don't think it's gonna arrive in time. And then you're just kind of like, what do you
Well,
say?
shit, guys. Am like, how far am I coming from the future, or no?
No,
Oh,
you're
okay, I'm
coming.
just established.
You're around that time.
Okay.
You're like maybe, we'll say about 18. You're leaving the swamp to explore outside.
Heading west from the
Louisiana
swamps of
purchased
Louisiana.
territories. After the U.S. has expanded a little bit. So yeah, you're a fresh adult, or a little bit older than adult, I guess, at that point in time. Whatever the fuck.
And I just like
You just start going west.
start walking it.
Yeah.
What do I leave with? Do I leave with anything?
Well, I'd say you probably left with some supplies. We'll go ahead and give you like a horse,
Drugs.
backpack. What?
Drugs.
What kind of drugs would you have back then? Unless you were like a person who was
Whatever they.
early
I
in the
mean,
mushrooms.
let's see. What existed back then that I would
I
probably.
was like, yeah, that's a
take?
good question. You say drugs. I was like, sure. If you know what they.
Some sort of drugs. I already know I'm gonna have them. I just
Fuck.
need to know that.
See, now we-
I just
now-
know,
okay.
like, I need to know that I get to take them with me.
I
And
got-
I'd probably accrue some on the way. So I'm showing up the Alamo with a horse, some drugs
Okay, so I looked up some drugs.
that existed in the Wild West times.
I went ahead and started from the 1800s here. So it said you had strychnine, imatine, morphine, quinine, and caffeine.
Ooh, caffeine was probably fucking crazy back
Oh,
then.
it's probably fucking potent.
I probably definitely would have caffeine and morphine.
God damn. That's some hardcore shit.
Do I? I don't even make it to the Alamo.
I don't think you would. Dude, just get found dead on the side of the trail. Fucking loads of caffeine and morphine. Maybe you started your own. You were going west to start your own coffee company. And you were trying to market, and but you also maybe you put morphine in it too.
I put morphine in the coffee. That
Maybe you put-
sounds
yeah.
like a terrible idea.
I mean, well now you're fucking
That sounds.
you're bouncing off the rails, but you can't feel anything.
Yeah, for like.
And then you end up at the Alamo and you're like, guys, don't worry, I've got something that'll help us. And you give everybody this morphine-laced caffeine. And everybody's just up there shooting, taking bullets, and not even, they're just fucking cracked out.
Hyper focused from the caffeine.
I think the Mexicans would retreat. Because, I mean, think about it. You're shooting.
So that's all we needed was morphine laced coffee.
Because if you're an army and you're like it's like playing a video game, you know, where you shoot somebody and they don't die and then like you get killed, but you're like, dude, I know I fucking shot them up.
But
Like,
you didn't
start
see
getting
them. You didn't see them take their morphinated caffeine pills.
Yeah, but then you get pissed, right? And then at a point you're like, well, fuck, I'm staying away from that guy because he keeps not dying. So then,
But it's not a game, so it's like real
It's
soldiers.
real life, so
and they're
you're
like,
shooting
oh shit!
yeah,
Don't go over here. These
It's-
guys are just like not dying.
yeah, it's that becomes the myth. Like the people at the Alamo were like invincible. Like no matter how many shots they took, they wouldn't die. And eventually, the Mexican army either retreated.
And then everyone that was filled with bullet holes bled out.
Yeah,
they didn't feel
'cause
it,
that
but
would-
everyone dies anyways because they're just filled with lead.
But at that point, because the Mexican army retreated, the reinforcements came and we never lost the Alamo. Forgotten history right here. Actually, this is more like drunk side history, but this is only my first drink, so.
I haven't even had a sip of mine.
Really?
I am just yacked off of this blunt.
Oh yeah, you did take
Some
a couple
good shit.
puffs. Well, maybe that's what they needed too. Maybe.
So that's what we need to do. Time travel.
Morphine-laced caffeine.
Crossbreed morphine with caffeine. Find some way to,
We could do it.
and then we'll administer that to everybody at the Alamo.
Absolutely. And then we got drugged up, like first generation Texans just fucking taking out anything. Well, I mean, really just the Mexicans coming their way. It's like Dynasty Warriors, but Texas.
But it's like Dynasty Wars, but
you know, you play Dynasty
Texas.
Warriors and you got your character and you're like
Yeah, and
slaughtering
you're
all the
just-
fucking people.
you gotta like do that for like an hour and a half.
yeah.
And then Lubu shows up.
Yeah, but who's Lubu gonna? He's not gonna be Santa Anna. We're not gonna be
What
scared of
if they?
Santa
What
Anna
if?
at that point.
What if he does?
Santa Anna actually got some himself.
He's holding his leg up.
He somehow got some of your supply of morphine caffeine. And he's like fucking just yacked out of his mind and he's
They got word of something, and they quickly.
you woke
We
up
accelerate like stimulant warfare.
Oh my god, that'd
We
be
come
crazy.
back and everyone's just juiced like
Yeah.
to the fucking teeth.
That'd be crazy when you think about it because yeah, you would absolutely you come back and fucking
How
everybody
did that happen at the Alamo? Well, these future men came.
But you know, did you ever play that game Haze on PS3?
Not extensively. I played it for like an hour at a
Okay.
friend's house.
Well, the
Yeah,
whole-
I played it before I played before I had a PS3, and then when I got one, I just played Metal Gear.
So yeah, the whole premise of that was serious. It was just what we just talked about. It was they would wear these suits, and
just
whenever
get
you wanted to, you could
Yoked on stimulants.
you could inject the nectar, and then your guy would just be fucking yacked out of his mind, and he could take more damage and shit. And he could see people like better, and I don't know. I don't remember too much of it. It was a fun game. A lot of people didn't like it, but it was a fun game. Oh, a lot of parents fucking jumped on it because just like they're like, it's teaching our kids to do drugs and all this shit. And it's like, I mean, whenever I played it, I don't know, I was early teen probably. It didn't make me want to take any fucking drugs.
That's
so-
been an excuse for the last fucking 20 years, though.
Oh yeah, games making people violent and shit. I mean, I play games. Look at me. I'm sitting in a chair drinking whiskey, chilling, talking to you. I mean, I'm not sitting here like, dude, we got to go, I don't know, shoot up a mall or something. Because video games made me feel like it. Like, I just don't understand that train of thought. I understand how people, like, some kids get there because they get bullied and for some reason want to take it out on unsuspecting people. Nobody wants to go shoot up a police station. I wonder why. Because you probably wouldn't last long. There's not much room to wonder
It
there.
depends if
Actually.
you get the armor. If you run into the dressing room where the lockers are, there's a piece of armor in there,
What's this, GTA?
and you can put that on.
You run into it, just boing, that fucking noise.
Boing.
Yeah, no, I think if anybody becomes a shooter, they should definitely go attack a police station.
That might you might not want to.
Yeah,
You might want to throw a disclaimer in there. I wouldn't suggest it.
I wouldn't suggest it either because I care for
I wouldn't.
our peace officers and our police officers, but they're more equipped to handle this than a school or a mall.
Well, yeah, that's why they don't like. That's why nobody ever tries to shoot up places where there's people that are armed.
Exactly, so nobody's
Because
probably gonna do it.
They've got
But you still
loose
should.
screws, and they're not trying to. They're not trying to die. They're just trying to kill people. Because that's what you do when you go crazy.
I mean, sometimes they do, shoot themselves. So
Well, yeah. After it's like no one's ever like walked into a crowded mall and just like blown their fucking brains out. Like
I think that would send a very interesting statement because everybody's gonna be confused as fuck. People are still gonna be scared. People are gonna be running, and then somebody is gonna walk over to the dude's body and go like, "Why the fuck did you do that?"
and
Because
he's
I
dead, then
probably-
he can't answer.
Yeah, but so you got a lot of questions. Like now you got to investigate what was going on in this dude's life. How is he feeling? Like how many tweets did he post on X before he shot himself in the head? Probably talking
Well, yeah,
about.
I mean, isn't that what like doesn't like the mass shooter also get psychoanalyzed and like all that? I mean,
well,
if
yeah, then
you're-
that's what I'm
if
talking
you're going
about.
crazy, you're going crazy.
But this one,
But-
that's the thing about this one though. Like nobody, he just shoots himself. So like, I don't know. He's hopefully making a statement about something. It's like the people who go and burn themselves in front of capitals and shit like that, or wherever people, somebody did it recently. I forgot where. Oh, some dude. This is about a month ago. Went and did it. I forgot where he did it though.
What like?
He went and burned himself alive.
Oh,
I don't think it was in front of the Capitol.
did
I
he
don't
do
know, I'd have
the
to
did he
look it
do
up.
the burning monk? Did he just fucking sit there, or did he
Yeah.
like run around?
No,
and,
he just
oh,
sat there.
Damn, man, that guy was ready to go.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I gotta look it up. Man burns himself alive. Oh, he said for Palestine.
Oh well,
So he went to an
Shit.
embassy and did it. That's what it was.
burned himself outside of an embassy.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think he was also. I think he had some mental health issues because he had been doing some stuff before he went. I'm trying to. Because I had to, whenever it happened, I was interested in the case, but I had to read, like, I don't know, several news articles because nobody was saying why he did it. They were just like, well, he did it, but, it's done. So I had to really, like, peruse the internet. And be like, well, why did he do it? I mean, they say it was for Palestine, but then it was like, you got to look back at, what was he saying before that? Did he have a manifesto or some shit? Like, what was the reason
Where does it
besides
start?
Palestine? Why did he think to do this for Palestine? They probably could have used his help over there, but then again, I wouldn't be fighting for Hamas either because the Palestinians don't have their own army. It's just the terrorist group hiding amongst the Palestinians. And the Israelis don't give a fuck. It's weird. Benjamin is over here just like dropping bombs on people. Did you hear about that camp that caught on fire?
Nope.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, there was maybe about 3 days ago. There was a camp. And they did use some precision ammunitions apparently, and they bombed the 2 targets they were going for, and it lit the camp on fire, and like 20, maybe 30 something people, like Palestinians, died, and it was
Damn.
a marked safe area, so like it's not
like
supposed.
like a demilitarized zone, or
No, not a demilitarized zone per se, but
But just a
like a
safe-
designated safe
safe
area
spot.
where they said, whoever gathers here, we won't harm you. The Israelis said that. It
And
wasn't like a
then-
Palestinian set up thing. But so apparently, what was interesting is that they bombed the people. The camp caught on fire. Everybody's like, Israel, what the fuck? Israel's like, it was a regrettable accident. We didn't mean to do it. And then they go back and they say, well, we didn't cause that. And it's like, well, you guys, I don't know. At the moment, whenever I was reading everything, it sounds like he kind of fucked up in Collison. And I know the U.S. has had its past with doing shit like that, but I think Israel is just like going a little nuts here. Israel's committed more war crimes than I think the U.S. has done its entire life almost. Just in that one,
Just in
one
this
war.
One war.
I mean, obviously they haven't done more than the U.S., but still, it's a lot.
They're getting up there.
It's going on.
They're chasing us for the championship.
Dude, Israel's just not shit. They're shooting threes, dude, from half court, and they're sinking this shit. And everybody else in the world's like, "Yo, how the fuck? Why are you doing this? Like, can we just live?" But I don't know. It's a crazy thing. I read the news a lot, so.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with current events in a while. I've just been letting the world fly by.
Oh my god. So you just waiting. You're just waiting for shit to go down and be like, I don't even know what was going on before that.
To a degree.
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes shit's just going on. You're just like, all right.
I'm just waiting until we can put LSD in the eggs. That's all I'm waiting for.
In the eggs?
Well, really the water supply.
Well, fuck, you just went
The water,
a lot
too.
bigger. I mean, so would you...
You've never seen that movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch that shit.
So would you get rid of fluoride in the water? Or would you keep it?
Are you want to eat two fajitas or one fajita?
I guess one.
You want two?
I'll get two.
Or do you want one?
You have them?
You only give me three fajitas.
I'll do one.
Why do two?
Okay.
Hey, Jasmine, if we put LSD in the water, do we have to take the fluoride out? Huh? No?
You gonna drink? No? Yeah. Can't smell fluoride.
It's in the water.
But we're replacing it with LSD.
Oh, you replace it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What, LSD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Alright.
Yeah.
I know what I'm campaigning on.
You ain't never done LSD before?
No. I'm gonna send Mama this recording. Yeah, now you're on camera over there.
Oh, shit.
But we have fajitas for real?
Huh?
We got fajitas over there?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get some in a bit. Well, at least somebody will vote for you.
I got one vote. I get at least one vote.
I don't... I mean...
What
shit.
if that would be such a wild campaign? I wonder how much it costs to like I don't need to spend money on that. Like literally just like the fee to enter for like
No, just
whatever sort of
run
race.
as some strange party and
And that will be my platform.
set up your PACs, your PACs.
I don't need that.
No, just raise money for yourself anyway so you can do better campaigning. I mean, hey, people voted for Harambe when he was in the fucking election somehow, so you've already got one vote.
I've got one vote. That's where it starts. We're going grassroots, baby. My platform,
Grassroots
the
party.
entire platform will be put LSD in the water.
I'm gonna run against you, and I'm gonna be the Whig party, and I'm gonna put on one of those fucking powdered fucking wigs. I saw a clip. I don't know what show it was from. Of Don Cheadle the other day, on some show, and he was wearing one of those. I was like, dude, this shit actually fits him pretty well. But I don't know what show it was. It was, fuck. It was some 1700 show probably. But I don't watch too much TV, so I wouldn't know this
Some 1700 show,
shit. Because he had the wig on, so that they only really did that in the 1700s.
And who was it? You said Don Cheadle?
Yeah, yeah. He was. I mean, apparently he was some type of prominent. I don't know.
Was
Black
it a movie?
dude.
Was it a movie or a show?
I couldn't say. I only saw a clip.
Look up Don Cheadle. Revolutionary wig? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck.
Don Cheadle revolutionary. I don't know. That might actually work. Ah, my shit's-
Use that exact phrase and let's see what we get.
All right, Don Cheadle Revolutionary.
Revolutionary wig.
I should just pull this up on the one I already got the thing. Oh, it might be a movie. Don Cheadle Revolutionary War. It popped. It's exactly it popped up, but it didn't
Wait,
pop
did you
up.
type in Revolutionary War or Revolutionary Wig?
War.
Oh, I said wig.
Wig.
Revolutionary
Because
wig.
it popped up war, and I was like, well, apparently this is what's going to get me results, and it didn't.
Then go to images and then see where he's wearing his wig and click on that. See where it's from.
I'm trying to. His Captain Planet shit shows up.
That's not a revolutionary.
No,
wig.
it's not. Google failed me. It doesn't even give me much pictures. Hey, but these wigs aren't that expensive.
You gonna get one?
No. They got some decent ones though.
That'd be funny to like get one and just like put it on top like it's a hat, and just like not put your hair underneath it. Just like leave your hair just hanging down.
I mean, that's exactly
just.
all this fucking hair I got. It's exactly what I'd have to do.
Or
But-
you'd have like just like a giant beehive, and you could just put the fucking wig on top of it. That would be so fucking funny.
that would be great.
God
actually.
damn, that would be hilarious.
Shit, you could probably do that better than me because you wear all those fucking things on your head.
I do usually.
You got the wraps on usually. So you could
But
totally.
you wouldn't even have to wrap yours. You could like we can literally just like. So that way it's just like your hair with this fucking stupid ass fucking courtroom wig.
But that shit's heavy. My hair would be fucking. I don't
That
know.
would be. You would have to turn like at the waist.
Turn at the waist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, yeah. People already whenever I wore the tam I have that keeps all my hair up in it, the hat. I had numerous people come up to me. We're like, we'd be talking, and they're like, "Is your neck okay?"
Is your neck okay?
And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" They're like, "Well, you never turn your neck whenever you talk to people." And I was like, "Oh, it's just this fucking hat. Like, the more I turn my neck, the more my hair starts moving and falling out and shit." But then again, it's funnier now because after the accident, even my dad was like, "Is your neck okay?" And I just turn my whole body, and I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And so I'm like, I mean, I don't think it's because of the accident now, but shit, I also did it before, so I don't know. I just don't move my fucking neck. Why can't people just accept me for who I am? I have a problem.
On
I'm
a
just kidding.
stationary neck.
Yeah. At least I'm not that one dude from 90 Day Fiance. You know which one I'm talking
the dude
about.
that looks like a toad.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find him. Let me see. Because I can pull this dude up on this screen. Was it 90 Day Fiance?
I think that's what the meme is.
I'm going to type in 90 Day Fiance no neck. Oh, yeah, that's him.
It's him, all right.
But they never got married. What happened there?
I don't fucking know. I don't care.
Dude, you should care. It's popular media. People like to watch 90 Day Fiance.
People
Don't
also
you
think
like to
that-
watch 90 Day
No,
Fiance?
I don't.
Your mom might be on it, and it's pretty soon. I don't know.
I hope to God not.
I hope not either. That'd be interesting, though. I'd watch that episode. I feel like that'd be an interesting episode. Your mom on 90 Day Fiance. Because you'd have to introduce the world to that laugh that both of y'all have. I think she'd get famous off of that. And then she would just be, talking to you, and you'd probably be just kind of off in the art room, like, okay, another one? I don't know. What do you say? What do you say whenever your mom gets a boyfriend? If you don't mind sharing, like you just kind of like,
Yeah, for the most part.
that's cool.
I mean, that's how I was when she first got back with Dad. Or I guess not my dad, but like Chris' dad. I was like, And then he turned out to be cool.
but I think that's whenever if your
that
mom
took
dates somebody,
that took fucking forever though.
for him to be cool.
For him and I to be cool, we butted heads a lot.
Yeah.
I think the first 3-4 years they were together, we butted heads immensely. But we'd always talk for fucking 2 hours about some deep thinking man shit. And change each other's minds and like points of view on certain things.
Well, see, it sounds like those were good conversations.
Yeah,
Even
no,
if they were not the funnest thing
yeah,
to
no,
partake
that's
in at
that's
the
the
time.
thing. It's like, yeah, definitely not at the time, but yeah, when they first got together, I was just like, nah.
I'd
Then,
probably
like,
be the
you know,
same.
hung around and talked to him.
Hey, my mind just shifted back to LSD and water for some reason.
Because that's the platform that's gonna get me an office.
I can't say no, but
You also can't say yes.
I can't say it would.
We
but,
just have to do it.
I mean, honestly, looking at the last couple presidents we've had, it's just kind of like anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
I mean, Trump got in, and I was like, we got Trump in? I didn't expect that. But I knew people didn't really want Hillary. And then after Trump, we got Biden in, and I was like, well, I know people didn't want Trump really back in, I guess, at the point. But at the same time, it was like, hold on, Biden's over here fucking, his campaign was just, I couldn't watch that. This dude was just kind of losing his mind. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I thought that was funny, though. That's probably like the only actually funny thing he said. Everything else was kind of like, Jesus Christ, he's losing his mind.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now I can pull up, because now I got video up here. I got video up here.
You pulling up some
What's
of Grandpa Joe's tidbits of wisdom.
Well, no, because now I can share the things I love with people who watch this podcast. But I gotta fast forward it right quick.
Folks,
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god, I clicked. It's an ad. It gave me a Biden ad.
Yeah, that's what you get.
I'm watching something that makes fun of him, and it's like, you want to vote for this man? And that's make a
Just wanna
donation.
take a
Eric,
moment
you want to donate to his
ask your
campaign?
support.
$2?
not a single
Act
donation
Blue?
goes unnoticed.
If the campaign
serious.
involves
I know with everything
actively
going on in your life,
disassembling the
this is gonna
system,
get you
then
impact.
yes.
Think back to where we
But
were
it won't.
I think that.
So, no.
Shit, it's Joe Biden. He doesn't even.
That's you.
He has no control over the system. It's the
Change
Democratic
the
Party that controls him. He's
I
just.
really mean it. And
Yeah,
look,
the president's
in the
always
world,
like,
you can
it's
chip in
everybody's a
and help
puppet.
finish the job.
Can I skip this?
Thank
The cabal lies underneath.
He said, okay, close the straight, raising my heart. Remember the first bumper sticker American state
got it.
Senate?
Corn Pop. bad.
And by the way, you
Bad
know, I
dude.
sit on the get him rusty, and I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all,
I was
said,
smart
when I tell
then.
you get off the board, you get
He
off the
took a
board. and I
moment.
couldn't
How
do that
long
again, But I
ago?
shouldn't have called you, Esther Williams. I apologize for that. I apologize.
I just
That
wanna go.
turn, that.
Oh, there we go.
The fucking hairs.
Perfect.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs
Okay.
that turn
Hairy legs.
that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
I know it's supposed
They'd
to be an
look at it.
interesting
So I
story.
learned about
but-
roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
That is
And
like
I
the
tell you what,
weirdest fucking
The
like.
men,
I don't think he thought about that when he said
He
it.
didn't. He hasn't been able to think for over 2 decades. This dude's been ruining people's lives from the political front for like our entire lives.
He's been there for a
He's
minute.
been in the hot seat in politics longer than I've been alive.
You know what would happen to me? If I went to a pool and I just started, I go up to the pool and I'm
If you
just
started
like,
talking about kids touching your legs and started talking about how you love kids jumping on your lap,
well, you know, I was gonna do more.
you
of
would
a-
be escorted out by like several mad parents while the other ones are calling the cops. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
that's
so,
fucking weird.
So let's run it through. You're a concerned parent, right? Well, you're not concerned yet. I just got to the pool, and I walk up to you, and I just go, you know, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids come out the pool and they rub their hairs down my leg and watch them stand back up again. I learned a lot about roaches.
You saying my kid's a roach?
We'll see. No, but I love kids jumping on my lap. Yeah, that wouldn't go over too well.
That would not go well
Would a
at all.
concerned parent?
You would be.
No, but I love kids jumping on my lap.
Something would be thrown at you.
Hopefully a pool noodle.
No,
Yeah, probably some
it'd be like
fucking
a
chair.
it'd be like a bottle. Yeah, a chair, one of them like fucking them lightweight tannin chairs, or a
Oh,
bottle or
jeez.
a can of some sort.
Hey, no glass bottles around the pool.
You'd be stormed.
No, yeah, it's speech. You know, when you watch the whole thing, you you understand. That he's
When you
trying to
hang
give-
out, like when your grandparents start to get old and they reach a certain age where like their mental facilities just like they might not have like, you know, Alzheimer's or dementia or that. It's just you get older and your brain, the fucking muscle that controls your flesh bag, it goes out. You can tell when old people start to lose their mental facilities or they're not as sharp as they used to be, and that dude's been in that fucking kiddie pool for fucking at least 15 years.
Oh, what is deterioration?
Yeah.
Because even not Biden, even Obama, I hear but talk bad about him, saying he's an idiot. And that's probably hopefully closer to the end because he served 2 terms, right? Obama, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think about it. I mean, Biden's probably 81 or something like that. He joined Obama in his early 70s, which is already pretty old to
Yeah, that's
be
very old
in office.
to have
I
any
think
sort of.
anybody can agree on that one.
If you're too old to drive yourself,
So do you want to give Biden a driving test?
he'd fail
Honestly,
so
you probably
fucking
should.
hard. He'd fail miserably.
Yeah, I can agree on that because I think my grandma, I think she's just been hitting shit recently.
It'd be like the on-land version of the Ocean Gate Explorer.
Oof. You think his car would somehow implode?
I would hope it did, but it wouldn't. It would just look like that kind of a disaster. Just, you know, somebody on a 4-wheeled vehicle on land.
Can you imagine somebody trying to take out Biden and somebody goes make it look like an accident? They're like, okay.
And they'll, okay, and they implode the car.
It's like,
That was no accident.
yeah, that's like the first thing somebody's gonna say. You're gonna look at that and go,
There's no way.
what the fuck? So then everybody's gonna be investigating, and sure, the dude had fucking ordered the hit has to go to, I don't know, to Vietnam or something, because they don't have an extradition treaty with the United States. So they ain't gonna send you back. But that's just crazy. Make it look like an accident, just fucking imploding. That'd be interesting as fuck to see somebody pull that off and implode. Because I've seen cargo.
And pay some fucking scientists some fucking funny money to publish some bullshit ass report on how cars have a very slight chance of actual imploding. Like,
yeah, you just gotta be like,
the science is
it's
here.
possible. And then hopefully multiple people fall for it, but more than likely not. I mean, unless we're shipping Biden around in one of those fucking fuel containers or some shit.
The president today is traveling in an unmarked container atop a cargo ship.
And then it implodes.
And then it implodes.
Oh god, that'd be terribly messy and strange. But I'm just saying.
God, that'd be funny. I would hope that I was on drugs if that happened. Then I would for sure laugh myself like to death. There's no way I'm gonna be able to breathe like.
Yeah, you'd be watching TV. There's no way. There's no way.
Guys, is this real?
Did you hear?
Dude, I think the acid's kicking in. I was like, I've only been on for like 2 hours. There's no way. Everyone's face just looked.
You gotta imagine the news story there. It's just breaking news. Just, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
the president's unmarked shipping container imploded today.
He was in it.
He was in it.
Oh my god.
He was in it.
He was in it. Say, wait, what was Biden doing, moving around the country in a shipping container? And just so happened the one
He
was in-
confused it for Air Force One.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh. I feel kind of bad for Biden at times because it's so easy
I
to
don't
make
feel
fun
bad
of.
for him at all.
I know.
That evil man, that evil fuck.
I don't think it's like the only reason he won is because people were like, well, he was with Obama, and remember, I tell people this all the time. Whenever
Obama
it was
wasn't that
Obama and
great.
Biden, it was you had the funny Biden memes, like Uncle Biden and shit like this, and he had his aviators on, or he was pointing finger guns, he was doing all this cool. All these memes disappeared. Whenever Biden got in office, everybody was like, okay, yeah, Biden, he was cool with Obama, and he got in, and people kept hearing him talk, and they were like, uh-oh. Like, let me see if I can find these. I remember these.
Look at my crack.
Oh my god.
We're going to Safe Flight.
You just switched that. He goes, look at my crack. It sounded like, I don't know. Oh, it's a Safe Flight commercial. Yeah, edgy marketing there. Let me see here. Well, you know what? If I type in Biden memes nowadays, it's just gonna be him falling asleep.
Biden is president memes.
Yeah,
These aren't the memes we're looking for.
because I'm Joe Message and I approve this Biden. Yeah, see, that's not what I'm looking for here. Because he used to have, hey, when Trump takes the office, all these memes will be outdated Biden. That's not even funny. See, they don't have. Oh, end of quote. Repeat the line when he read the teleprompter word for word without realizing it wasn't supposed to. Oh man, yeah. See, the whole the Biden memes the fun ones are gone.
The fun ones are gone.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me type in uncle. What is this? I may have forgotten your birth. See, now it's all Sleepy Joe ones. It's all like, damn, I actually really enjoyed the Uncle Biden memes back then. The creepy uncle, no hiding from Joe Biden.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is a decent one. If your people didn't eat Uncle Bozy, then you ain't black. What the fuck is Uncle Bozy? I'm lost on that one. Hannibal's ate my uncle. He couldn't handle them army. Uncle Boys got ate by cannibals, not a joke. What the fuck is... Okay, this has to be a running joke, because even here it says cannibals ate my uncle. It's got a picture of Biden. I must have missed that one. That sounds pretty interesting. If you haven't eaten my uncle, you ain't a cannibal. Okay, I'm really missing something now. There's some kind of Joe Biden funny shit going on here. But I have never heard of this cannibalism with Joe Biden. And I might have to look more into that. Eric, have you seen anything about Joe Biden's uncle eating people or
I have not.
somebody?
Is his uncle a cannibal?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure his uncle's not alive. Maybe.
Pretty sure if you Google Joe Biden uncle cannibal, you'll find some sort of rabbit hole to go down.
All right, let's go down it. Let's fucking do it. Joe Biden, Uncle Cannibal. Show me potato salad.
Oh my god, dude. I was at HEB the other day and I walked by the potato salad and I thought about taking a picture and just sending you the words "show me."
Oh, you
and then,
should have.
like waiting for you to respond and then send you a picture of potato salad.
I actually put
I
it.
started laughing, like giggling in the store, like without saying any words, and I probably looked very crazy.
Because you were looking at potato salad.
Because I just walked by the potato salad and that thought came across my head, and then I just started giggling. And I was like, "Oh man, that'd be so funny."
Should have just been like, "Hey, potato salads are funny."
Show me potato salad.
Okay, so here we go. Papua New Guinea's Prime Minister James Marap, I think I might have said that right, accused Joe Biden of disparaging the South Pacific island nation by implying that an uncle of the U.S. president had been eaten by cannibals there during World War II. Okay, well, I guess that's really all we need to know.
So his uncle was apparently
Possibly.
eaten.
He
by-
implied. Probably by accident, seeing as it's Biden. I don't know. President Biden's remarks may have been a slip of the tongue. However, my country does not deserve to be labeled as such, Marap said. in a statement provided by his office to the Associated Press on Monday. World War II was not the doing of my people. I don't know why I'm trying to, like, I don't know, pull out some fucking U.S. president accent right there. However, they were needlessly dragged into a conflict that was not their doing, Rapp said. Well, I'm pretty sure it was a slip of the tongue, seeing as it's Biden, so... At least he wasn't just kind of, like, taking it too serious. He was like, he probably fucked up, but still. There's a lot of stupid Americans that are going to be like, you heard what happened to Biden's uncle in that country. They've got fucking cannibals. Which, you know, we have cannibals here, too, hiding somewhere. And hopefully I never run into one that plans on trying to eat me. But it can happen.
They're listening right now, Jordan. They're like, oh, I can't wait.
Well, I hope they can wait, because they can't have me. Why don't they go try to eat, you know, one of those big South American, not South American, one of those big Southern rappers we were talking about, you know? They got a lot of...
A group of cannibals today mauled Fat Joe. They said they were told to do. They were told to do so by Jordan Jones.
I was like, I didn't tell him to do that. Then I got to then I got to go out and have a press conference. I got to throw on one of my suits and be like, go to a fucking podium.
I did not.
Yeah, I got to
tell those cannibals to eat Fat Joe.
So you got to follow the Bill Clinton template. Yeah, exactly.
Shows up with a saxophone.
Now watch this sax. So you got to mix Bill Clinton with George W.
Oh, shit.
I did not tell those cannibals
to
eat Fat Joe. Now watch me play this sax. And I just go into a sexy solo.
Now watch this sax.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I could do that.
All right, cannibals, you heard it.
Well, hold on.
Go eat Fat Joe.
Let's
Let's see Jordan shrug this off with the Clinton defense.
I'll do it. Clinton did it, and I think most people knew he was probably lying. But we gave him the benefit of the doubt. I said I wasn't alive at the time, but most people gave him the benefit of the doubt.
I was alive, but
You were alive?
yeah.
What year
when
did
the
it
Monica
happen?
Lewinsky shit happened?
What year was that?
Like 94, 95, I think.
I might have been born.
Check it real quick.
The Monica Lewinsky.
Because I remember seeing that shit on the TV when I was a kid.
Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. I'm just gonna type it in search bar. I did not.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Top result right there. This day in history.
Does it say what day?
I think it says 98 on the video.
Oh man, maybe
I
it
hope
was later than I thought.
Hope I get that.
I thought it was earlier.
This is Wild Alaskan Company. Wild caught, high quality seafood here at Wild Alaskan.
Now we don't do that anymore. So while this was worthy of the nation's highest office, Ronald Reagan's speech, 12 years later, on this day in 1998, a scandal of sex and lies marked a low point for the White House.
It was the day President Bill Clinton said words that would
but
follow
we couldn't
him
make
and his
political
wife
decisions.
for
We had
years
no
to
fucking-
come. Scott Pelley reports.
You should
Till
definitely
later
not
on.
let me
Monica
do,
Lewinsky's
make
attorneys
political
tell us
decisions.
that she has told prosecutors all she knows. They describe what they call a complete account of her relationship with President
don't
This
trust
is a
this
parallel to
dude's
what's
face.
going to happen on the
Account
news
was
after
given
the
over
cannibals eat Fat
telephone
Joe.
today and was not written down. Prosecutors are still trying to decide whether they will offer immunity. This new threat came on the same day that the president finally
This dude
rallied
looks like
to
he
his own
snitches on
defense. The president had been silent 3 days. His lawyers wanted it that way. But the political damage was rising much too fast. Today, drawn and bleary-eyed, Mr. Clinton joined the battle to save his presidency.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not
There's the finger.
have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.
He turned his back on...
You know, it's crazy when you watch these things, and you realize that,
Hillary's always been ugly.
damn. I mean, I don't. How always? You think always?
Yes.
I'll pull up images of her early days.
No.
No, I'm
I mean, you can.
Cause I'm.
Take a look.
It's gonna pull up like.
You know.
I should have typed in early.
I'm not condoning Billy,
messing around.
abusing his power, but I can totally understand why he did. Monica Lewinsky's fucking fine.
Monica Lewinsky.
She's always been fine. Hillary's. Look at that.
I think she's. I mean.
See, you know why Bill did it.
Like,
You know why Bill did it. Fucking goofy ass.
She looks a little. But hold on. That's still kind of. That's probably a bit too young there. We're not pedos here, but they don't really give age stamps. It's probably, but that's black and white. Like you wanna. There's a good color picture right there. That's
scary.
Okay, well, I won't lie. That's not the flattering picture. It's a little scary, but I'm trying to
you
find.
Probably have to type in like 30s.
I probably have to
30s,
specify.
40s.
Like I'm not trying to like.
She's old as dirt.
I was like, yeah, she's old now, so
30s,
I was like trying to be young.
30s, 40s. They were probably what in their 50s.
Oh god damn it! I pressed the fucking buttons and it just went crazy.
They're like what presidents usually get elected when they're like what between like 46 and 50 something plus.
Okay, so this is Hillary in her 20s. That's not bad. I mean, she looks. Honestly, she looks like she's probably fucking smart. But what is this? The 20-year-old Clinton interview about Goldwater. She's got some great eyes. I don't know if you see that color in them eyes.
Oh my god.
Those eyes would have me. Yeah, I think Hillary Clinton. She was. Look at that. Look at that. She looks like she's about to have somebody taken out.
Evil.
She look, and I think that's the running thing with Hillary Clinton. She's a lot of people say Alex Jones would tell you Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon, I think that's funny.
Anybody that goes into
I reference that so much.
Some sort of political office has to have some sort of trace demon DNA. You got to be like weird and fucked up in the head to like want to control people.
Alex Jones makes me laugh my ass off.
Are you about to look up a sound tidbit of?
I want to see if I could find that video.
Him talking about.
I know
Hillary
that's probably not on there.
Making his snarls.
I might have to type in Hillary Clinton demon. I'll be on the FBI's fucking watch list now. He knows.
Oh my god. So Mr. Jones, we saw you looking at some choice phrases today.
That was my uncle.
That was my uncle.
Yeah, YouTube had it
taken off.
Terminated, yeah. Well, because they did take him off of you. Damn. I mean, he probably has it on Infowars, but I don't fucking go on that. I don't have his shit, but I wanted to pull up just that video where he's like slamming the desk. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon. And I'm just like, Alex, calm down. Yeah, I don't think Hillary Clinton looked that bad, back then. I think she's probably she's aged, a little gracefully too over the years. Somewhat.
You're a very generous person, Jordan.
I know.
Either that or I'm just really fucking mean.
I don't.
Or
both. I think.
I'm so glad I didn't take. I was right about to take a sip, and I was like, he's gonna say fucking both.
From what I saw, let's change the subject. So what about Obama? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, but what I was about to say actually was that I think before we went on how good or bad does Hillary Clinton look, I was about to say we had some recognizable phrases from presidents. Probably up. Well, I think you have recognizable phrases. Bill Clinton was I did not have sexual relations with that woman. And then, of course, what do you think George Bush's biggest phrase is?
Watch us drive.
And that's what I was thinking, too.
Or we must stop the terror.
Or we must.
We must,
we must
stop the terror.
But isn't that in the same video too?
Yeah, I think that's from the same speech.
Oh shit! See, I'll put that on.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
Oh, that was
Fool me
good,
twice.
too.
Don't get fooled
these
again.
Numbers getting typed in. There's a saying in Tennessee. I think it's in Texas too. That shit's funny as fuck. Fool me once, shame on.
I don't
you.
think that dude wanted to be
You fool me
president,
once, can't
though.
get fooled again. What'd you say?
I don't think that dude wanted to be president.
Probably not.
I think he, you know, like whenever you play football to like make your dad kind of like you and respect you. You're like, I don't want to play like American football.
Might be it.
A short drive from Houston.
Oh my God.
The Texas
This
coast's
is what happens
best
when you
kept
use a
secret.
guest account to browse YouTube. Not even zooming in on.
Oh my God.
He looks so lost when he's pulling up.
Oh my God.
He looks like he's about to say something badass. So. This is
I'm
perfect.
distressed to hear about the latest suicide bombers in Israel.
He didn't prepare for this.
Who yearn for peace in the Middle East. For those in the Arab lands.
He pulled up to the golf course and he's like, damn, the reporters are already here.
Around the world who yearn for peace. We must do everything we possibly can to stop the terror. There are a few killers.
But we'll keep giving them money. That'll stop it.
Right.
You guys need cash. You guys need arms, ammunition.
For the sake of the
We'll send it over here, and you guys can go get it.
For the sake of the
It's like a drop
Israelis who
shipment.
are under attack, we must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive.
So
See,
fucking
that dude
perfect.
just wanted to like
He went out there to golf and he pulled up
hang
on
out
him.
and like, you know.
That's a good drive though. He is. Look at that. That shit's pretty fucking good.
That dude had.
He just goes, all right. Yep.
That dude didn't want to be president.
No, he just kind of took the job.
Because he wanted his dad to be happy.
He wanted his dad to be happy.
Dad,
and now
why
his-
don't you like me?
Now his brother gets to suffer because
Jeb.
he's trying to follow in the footsteps. Jeb. And
Jeb.
everybody, yeah, everybody's like, we don't need another Bush in office. So it's like, damn, Jeb. After HW and then W, I'm sorry, man. They kind of put the bar somewhere, and nobody's gonna tell you where it is exactly because everybody keeps looking
because
back on it differently.
the bar was on that ball that you just saw him fucking yak
Yak pretty
down
far.
the fucking green.
He's not catching that one.
They didn't show where it landed. He probably got a water hazard.
I'm pretty shit. I feel like Bush hit that shit because I think he said good right after he hit it. He knew where that was going. That was probably a damn good drive. For some reason, that reminded me of that. Have you ever watched that midget try to break out the cuffs?
Maybe.
The dude where it's like an old cops episode, and I guess he's like a performer or something like that, but he's on the streets. I think he's homeless technically, and he's on something. Battery's just really hyped up, and the cops come, and he's trying to climb up the fucking pole to get away, and they finally get him in cuffs, and the guy goes, "I can break these cuffs." He just like fucking strange. He's like, yeah, and then the officer's like, you can't break those cuffs. You've never seen that?
I might have. It sounds familiar.
I hope so, dude. That's just a funny ass video. I was gonna show you it, but I don't want to. You're drawing now, so I don't want to show you the video.
Pull it up. I'll look.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up. I was gonna do it anyways.
I can break these cuffs.
Me and Chris used to watch the fuck out that
break
video.
these
You can't
cuffs.
break those cuffs. He says it. The officer just says it so flat. You can't break those cuffs.
And the dude just like Hulk straining.
Oh yeah. Police shackles. Jesus, what the fuck? What kind of ad is that? You see that top ad? It just has police shackles. Like what? What? You're looking for a gift, a memory that'll last forever. That's what it says, and it says police shackles. And it shows that. This is why you got to stay off the internet. This shit's just fucking weird.
It used to be better.
It used to be, and I have to keep watching
matter
ads
what
because
type of
I'm
Once
using
the
this
internet got
goddamn guest
corporatized
account.
and became
Fewer attacks and relieve
ad
your
revenue,
asthma symptoms.
come over here and click Central. Down the drain.
There we go.
Back in front of the car. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, officer.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you've seen this. Yeah. Oh, he's fucking.
You can't break.
Tries to go. You can't break those guns.
Yeah, because he was sitting there like dancing on the pole.
Stand up straight.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Take a deep breath. It'll be all right. Take a deep breath.
I can break these cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs. We appreciate your cooperation now, okay?
Just the way
We
he fucking
appreciate
says
your
it.
cooperation.
The way he says it. I
You
can
can't break those
these
cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs. That dude
The
is
cop was probably worried he'd break his tiny little wrists before he broke the cuffs. He'd just fucking torque his goddamn wrists in half.
That dude is one of those. He's probably one of the biggest by the books, but chill officers on that was on
He's
that
just
force.
sitting there. I can break these cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs.
And you know he's just sitting behind the door like feeling the bit. You can't break those cuffs.
You know, everything ended up good for that dude though.
We appreciate your cooperation.
Well,
now.
I know after that moment where where they had him cuffed up and stuff, they actually got him a job performing.
The cops did?
Yeah. They actually
pretty
got him a
cool.
job. I think they took him after they booked him. They took him and they got him a job at some type of attraction, something like that, where he could actually perform. So it actually ended up well for him after that video. I don't know what happened like in his entire life, but he
Hopefully not drugs and alcohol.
hopefully not drug. Well, maybe some alcohol, but not too many drugs. Well, hopefully not too much of either. I'd say that because they got some drugs out there that are okay, and they got some alcohol out there that people drink a lot too much of.
Got drugs that are really okay.
Yeah, if you put LSD in a fucking water.
You don't even have to do that. Just get everybody to eat mushrooms.
How'd that work with your jewel?
Oh. It didn't.
I figured. I was like, I don't think he's really gonna go do it. But
No, that was not a good night.
well, I imagine it's very sometimes in life. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
One day I'll try some mushrooms, but I don't know. After
They're
seeing
the
y'all-
best. As much as I love acid, I tell people all the time, like, if you are going to do psychedelics, do mushrooms. They're the best.
But it's just that day that y'all all took and it was just funny as fuck to me. Because I don't even think we've told this story. We might have told this story.
I'm
on the
pretty sure
podcast.
we've told this story.
We probably did. But just like whenever
But
it was
that's-
like, oh, I might try some myself.
That was a
'cause
fluke.
They made mushroom tea, and I thought
That
about
was a fluke.
trying it.
We ate greasy, nasty bacon that I knew I shouldn't have had. Larry's stomach was just fucked up, and then Jules saw me puke, and that's what made her puke.
Well, yeah, because you puked because of the smell of shit, apparently.
Yeah, because the fucking... Like, I was already feeling, like, weak in the stomach because of that goddamn bacon, and then, like, the mushrooms on... Like, usually when I eat mushrooms or, like, drink tea or whatnot, like, I don't eat, like... I'll eat a couple of nuts and berries in the morning and drink, like, a whole bottle of water, and then I'll eat my mushrooms, and then the rest of the day, I just snack on sunlight, some fruits and berries, and that's it.
So your plan was to... Hold on. Your plan was to fruit and berry it and mushroom tea it?
That's usually what I do. But I had made all that fucking bacon, and I was like, yo, this shit looks good. I was like, so I ate a very small amount. I was like, you know what? Like, I know that I don't need to be eating, like, this nasty shit before I eat mushrooms. So I ate just, like, a little bit just so I could taste it, because bacon's fucking tasty.
Bacon is extremely tasty.
The fucking shit collectors drove by, like, right before we headed out, and Larry made that fucking noise. And just, like, knowing, like, what the end, like, just, like, porta potty, and then, like, that noise, like, slightly triggered me, and I started gagging. And then they opened up the door, and then, like, a wind, like, this hard breeze blew through, and the smell of that fucking porta potty hit my nose, and I was off to the races.
But it was just such perfect timing because it was a cascade.
It was impeccable timing. It was
I was waiting. It's
so
I
fucking
should've
funny.
gone in
And you
with-
were just lounging back, swaying in the fucking hammock. And we've all fucking thrown up in a chain reaction. You know,
should've
I
gone
thought
in with-
about trying some of that mushroom tea, but I don't think I want any now.
Oh, yeah,
Take a
dude.
sip of your fucking...
Once y'all started throwing up, I was in my hammock and I was just like, oh, I might try some of that mushroom tea. Larry was already like puking.
Because
Larry's
Larry's stomach issue just fucking flared up, and that's why he was puking. And then Jewel saw me puke, and then she saw Larry puke, and then she just...
It's one of those times in life where whenever they did that Family Guy sketch from way back when they
The
took
Ipecac, when they were doing
Yeah.
the little fucking Ipecac roulette.
Yeah. It was one of those times where I always wondered if I'd be in a moment like that in life. And that was one of them.
And you
They
got
but
one.
I didn't
And
throw
you
up
got
myself.
one.
Yeah, I got one because it was unreal kind of in my mind.
That shit was... In
That-
retrospect, that shit is so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's
that
why
shit is
I think it's
so funny.
because it was like Larry was already throwing up.
Larry, already felt sick. He made that stupid fucking noise
Yeah.
that he knew. He fucking did that on purpose.
And then you-
I
you
know he
started-
did. And then I just fucking caught a whiff of poo. And I don't like feces. And
Yeah,
I
once
just
you
fucking
started retching, I
hurled.
was like, oh no. And then you started throwing up, and then Juliet walked away, and then she threw up on the other side of the car. And I'm sitting here in a hammock like, I'm glad I didn't get that fucking tea. Because I thought it was the tea that was doing it to y'all, but I mean,
No, it was a
goddamn.
culmination. It was a perfect storm of...
And here I am relaxing in my hammock just waiting to go and get fish and chips. I really want it. That fish and chips up there is good. Every year. I'm going to get it like twice this year. I'm going to go, I don't know. I'm going to try to go camping like twice. I don't know.
I'm down
I don't
to
know a
try
lot of
twice.
things yet. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see when I'm going to get my settlement, and we'll go see what happens. Oh, but I also forgot to say earlier, too. We got to buy some land and get some tannerite and blow some shit up.
Oh, I'm totally down to blow shit up.
I mean, I figured that much. That's why I suggested it. Well, let's make a rocket that runs off tannerite, and we can
That
shoot it
sounds terrible.
in the into space.
It'll-
Well, if it's a multi,
You ever see one of those model
controlled
rockets?
explosion, I think we could do it.
I don't
Somehow with
have that
tannerite. We
kind
had
of
to-
knowledge. What are we gonna fucking
Had to be very strong material that we're using for this rocket.
backyard bootleg that?
It's gonna be like a mini Falcon rocket. What is Elon, whatever the fuck people call him? What does he call his rockets? Oh, the Starship. Be a mini Starship, stainless steel rocket, small tannerite explosions that just keep cascading until it's up in the upper atmosphere, and then we,
That thing would explode.
yeah. There's no way this would really work, but it
That
sounds
would
interesting to think about.
explode. We'd probably get 2 explosions off, and then we'd have like a rain of shrapnel and.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
We'll get the plexiglass safety shields that people use, and we'll be safe. We don't have to worry
We're
about
still gonna fail. That's not gonna be plausible. That's
it.
not.
Eric, trial and error will get us to space.
I'd rather just make homemade explosives. What's that fucking Space Cowboy where fucking
Space Cowboy.
there's some fucking movie where Billy Bob Thornton builds a fucking rocket in his backyard.
I don't
I
know.
forgot what it's called. It might not even be Billy Bob Thornton.
Wait, oh, is it I never watched the movie. It's not that Sling Blade movie. Not Sling Blade.
It's not Sling Blade.
That is with him in it though, huh? Yeah.
That is Billy Bob Thornton.
Because I don't know what they actually do in that movie. I never watched it. But I see them work on lawnmowers and shit. I'm like, well, maybe they built a rocket somewhere down the fucking line. I don't know. I've never, I don't know. I'm not a big movie person. Everybody's always like, oh, you seen this movie? You seen that movie? Look, unless you're asking me about fucking Ernest Scared Stupid, I don't really know.
Ernest Scared Stupid? That's your fucking benchmark? if you're not asking me about an Ernest film.
Just that one in particular. I watched that
Oh.
one a lot when I was a kid. Ernest Scared Stupid was like,
You never watched Ernest Goes to Jail?
no, because
He drops the soap.
does he?
No.
Oh, I was like in a kids
At
movie.
least I don't remember. There might be some like little joke that goes over kids' head. I haven't
I'm
watched that
pretty
movie
sure.
in fucking 20-something years.
The Ernest movies were interesting to say the least, but I don't remember. Ernest Scared Stupid was one we had and I watched.
And you watched it a lot?
Yeah, it's definitely not a benchmark movie, but it's just funny because it's the first movie that came to mind.
Oh my! Even then, how is that the first movie that comes to your mind?
Because I didn't watch a lot of movies growing up. And Ernest
So the
Scared
Ernest
Stupid-
films, the Star Trek
Just
films,
the one.
just
No,
the one Ernest film.
I didn't watch Star Trek until the movies until maybe like 2 years ago. Because
Like even the original films, like Wrath of Khan, Search Spock, like you didn't watch those until like recently.
yeah, because I didn't have
Oh,
them.
shit.
So I've watched all the Star Trek over a couple of times.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say you're like a fucking
I never watched the movies because
hyper Trek nerd.
I think they kept moving. Whoever owns streaming shit nowadays, I know because I didn't
You don't
download-
own anything.
Yeah, I
the
didn't-
companies own it.
Back then I used to a long time ago I used to pirate stuff like everything. But
You might not want to say that.
well, yeah, but now I don't have anything pirated because everything you start working, you
That's
buy
why I
shit.
have a DVD collection.
Yeah, and that works out too. But so then whenever you stop pirating things, and you start making money as an adult, and you go out and buy shit, or you got streaming services. All the shit's on a streaming service. Like Paramount Plus has all the Star Treks. But I think at the time they didn't have the movie rights. Oh, I actually didn't get it till later. But whenever I bought Paramount
So
Plus,
one of the other services had the rights to the films.
Amazon had the rights to some of them. I don't know where the fuck the other ones were. So I ended up watching some of them, like the first couple ones, but they were somewhere else as well. So it was kind of like yeah, when you weren't alive for this shit to come out, you couldn't just see it. It's kind of hard to catch it because all these rights keep bouncing back and forth between fucking people. Like the new South Park episode, special finally came out a couple days ago. I haven't seen it yet.
Ooh, I need to watch that.
Well, maybe we'll watch it if we shut this podcast down before we head out somewhere. But
What time is it?
it's probably like an hour long. But the show itself isn't on Paramount Plus, so it's kind of like okay, so I can only watch the specials when they come out every couple of years, but I can't watch. I don't have cable TV, and it comes out on some cable channel.
It's on Comedy Central.
Yeah, but you got to pay for their subscription too, don't you? Because
I think they're part of Hulu. I think anything that's on cable
I might be able to
television
watch
is part of Hulu.
Because I used to watch it on their website.
Yeah,
And
because SouthPark.com used to have the episodes. Like,
yeah,
just
then
on there.
they got
and
they
then
got
all
bought, the
and
rights
all
got
the-
bought, and so then they got behind a paywall, and they only have certain episodes up there. I used to watch like every new episode on that fucking website. But that's the thing about streaming services and all this streaming shit. Like, I don't want to pay for cable because I don't need 300 something fucking channels. I just want to watch certain shows when they come out every now and then, like once a year. Binge watch some shit. But because different people own different rights, it's hard. I don't want to pay, $12 here, $10 here, and monthly here, because you gotta wait usually months for shows to come out if they don't just let you binge watch it. So you got to keep paying monthly for these multiple services. It's just a waste of money. That's why I don't have Netflix. Because I already paid for Prime because
That's the only streaming service that I have, and
Well,
that
it's
is
good.
the only one that I will
It
ever
ha-
fucking have.
It has some good stuff on it, but
It has Love, Death, and Robots, and
Yeah.
it has Midnight Gospel, and I'm totally fine with paying.
Did you ever watch that show, Enter the Badlands? I think it was on Netflix.
Badlands.
That was a really good show that they canceled.
Is that the?
some years ago.
I'm
I
pretty
didn't watch
sure.
the last season.
Is that like the post-apocalyptic, like martial arts shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was on I think that was on a AMC, at first. Yeah.
It probably was.
Yeah, it was. Cause I remember when that came out, it was like right after like Walking Dead was like still in its fucking heyday, and I remember it being on that same channel. I watched like the first season and a half of that.
Oh, I got hooked on that shit.
It was fucking cool, man.
But I didn't
do need to
watch the
finish it.
last half season or whatever that came out, because whenever I found out they were ending it, I was like, what's the point of continuing it if they didn't even finish the story? Like that's something else I don't like about the state of current TV, is that they start trying to push all these different original productions, but because they don't really give it the time, they don't really give it the seasons it might need, Like they just cancel. Like, oh, nobody.
That's
really...
because that's just how shit goes. Like,
I don't want to hear
nothing is given time to develop. It's like because people's brains are on like this instant gratification thing now.
Well, that's true because nowadays a lot of people have short attention spans. I don't. I want to watch fucking multiple seasons of this. I'll sit there and I like watching. I went from watching, 20-something minute episodes to watching. When I started getting into Star Trek, like, these fucking 40-something minute episodes.
Yeah, they're like mini movies.
They're like mini movies,
Short
and I love
films.
that because they fit so much into it, so much story, and if you follow it all, they got arcs and everything. It's really fucking good. It's like...
Well, Jordan, I'm sorry to tell you, but welcome to being called a part of something called a minority.
I'm a minority?
Nobody fucking that's
Well, and that is true though, because nowadays
there is
once you fit into certain sections of society or different parts of societies,
things just aren't produced for I mean, look at how Disney shaped and shifted Hollywood cinema for the last decade, 12 years. Once they started that whole cinematic universe shit, real movies, like movies that are worth actually fucking watching.
Yeah.
Have been there's been an uptick, there's been a resurgence, but for a while, few and far between, it was all just trash.
Yeah. I mean, the state of production nowadays.
There's still good shit that's long though. Netflix has this show called Three Body Problem.
I heard that was good.
And it's based off of a Chinese science fiction novel. There's I think 3 books. It's a trilogy that goes through a bunch of shit, and it was fucking great. It was fantastic. And those episodes are an hour and some change.
But see, the thing is that, to go on the whole changing and being a minority of things, it's I hate watching TV. I don't like movies because you might get one, and...
But that's the point. It's like reading a book or playing a game.
Yeah, but there's you can still publish multiple books. People will give you more of a chance to publish multiple books because it doesn't cost as much. But of course, when you talk about budgeting for TV series, and especially ones built off of books, the only time I've seen something that was based off a book that was complete fucking trash, and it was, and I love the book.
The Hobbit?
No.
Oh.
Battlefield Earth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the site with from L. Ron Hubbard. That book, when I was growing up, I read that book, 1,000-something pages. It was such a good fucking story.
What level are your thetans?
I don't know what level my thetans are yet. I'm gonna go whenever probably when I get that settlement too.
You're gonna go check them out?
Yeah, I'm gonna be I'll pay to check my thetans, but that's about it. I'll pay the $200 or however much.
That's where they get you, Jordan.
Nah, they're not getting. I don't have Tom Cruise money. I'm just gonna check my thetans and then be like, oh, okay, interesting. And then I'll walk out and then see if they try to drag me back in and be like, all right, well, let's see what else you got. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that.
So what else you got?
But
I see you brought the 6-pack.
I eventually found somebody uploaded those YouTube episodes, and we had talked about it on some of the other podcast episodes, early ones before we had video, where I was trying for most of the episode to find I see you brought the 6-pack. He actually talks about you brought the 12-pack because it's an episode that they got taken down because Predators kept bringing Mike's Hard Lemonade, so they were like, can you take these down? Because it just looks bad if Predators keep bringing Mike's Hard Lemonade. To see these, fucking 12, 13-year-old girl or boy decoys.
I see you brought the 12.
Nobody shows up and brings a pack of Bud Light.
It's always Mike's.
It's always the fruity stuff, You're gonna bring, and I love Mike's. Every now and then I get a 6-pack myself, but I'm not gonna go meet a 12 or 13-year-old with. I'm drinking that shit myself. But so yeah, Mike's Hard and Like, you know what? Because the world has this weird view of masculinity. I don't care what people think of me, you know? I like to enjoy myself in life. If I don't want to drink Shiner, if I don't want to, I drink the heavy.
That was
shit,
your
the
go-to?
What?
If I don't want to drink Shiner?
Yeah.
We know who's not getting any of the morphinated caffeine at the Alamo.
Well, what the fuck? I'm talking about, like, because, you know, when I go places, when I go bars, I always get Shiner. That or I drink whiskey. But, like, you know, sometimes I don't want to be like, you know, let's just fucking hit the pedal and shove that shit through the fucking floor. I'm like, well, let me get I love lemonade and I love tea. I'm fucking Southern, alright? So I'll get a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'll get a fucking Twisted Tea. And I'll enjoy them. And then I'll switch to probably whiskey or Shiner after. But I don't like those people who always act like you might be bitch made because you like to enjoy yourself. I think they're bitch made because they don't like to enjoy themselves. That's just my hot take. You know, don't listen to me.
I'll agree. I like martinis and fruity shit.
Martinis are fucking delicious.
Martinis are amazing.
Oh my
They're
god,
the fucking
dude!
greatest.
You can get martinis are strong too.
They're fruity. They're delicious.
They're not always fruity. Like I'll get a.
Oh yeah, they can be just like
I'll get a dirty martini.
Yeah,
Those
say, like,
olive juice.
If you like olive juice and
vodka.
like alcohol flavor.
Yeah.
Those are fucking great.
Yeah, I'll just get a dirty martini, olive juice, and fucking some heavy vodka. Like
Martinis
40%,
are great.
Triple distilled.
And
8 times.
they're fucking strong as fuck.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like, dude, martinis are like. They're the left hand you don't see.
And then you're gonna have some dude who just came from the gym
Huh.
to the bar, and he gets like a Bud Light. Oh, you're drinking a martini? Dude, you're drinking a fucking Bud Light. Get out my face. This is like straight alcohol.
Yes, I'm drinking a
It's
martini.
over 40% alcohol, and you're drinking this fucking 4-point-something% beer. I don't care if you think you're manly. You're a piece of shit. But it's, you know, it's weird that the climate we're in with like alpha males and shit, or whatever the fuck people want to call themselves.
That.
Like, oh, you know, okay, so right here. There's this dude I met years ago at Amazon. You probably had seen him at one point. I don't know if you know him. I won't name drop him. But so.
Can you describe what he looks like?
Short, pudgy, Hispanic. I think at the time he was. The fuck was he doing? Most of the time. I think he did the water spider duty like you did when you were up there.
I'll never recognize him.
I'll show you a picture. Right now.
Well, don't pull it up on the screen.
Point right at the camera. Hey, take a look at the. It's like when when Shaq was we were talking to you were here and Shaq showed that fucking album cover.
Oh yeah.
With Lady Beno. I'm surprised that episode didn't get taken down, honestly. But I was like, it's an album cover. It doesn't show anything, you know, sexual. It just shows the woman's bare backside. it's pretty big.
But you never know, man.
Yeah, you never know with YouTube and all that. Oh my god! As soon as I open my phone, right there.
It's listening to us.
As soon as I open my phone, picture right there. Okay,
I do not recognize that.
You probably didn't really see him. But so lately,
he'd make fun of you for drinking martinis.
Nah, I don't think he wouldn't be that guy. Nowadays maybe actually, because back then, you know, he's like 10 years older than than me, and then I guess 5 years than you, about. And he would come and hang out with us 20-year-olds. And he was about 29, 30 or something like that.
Would he buy you beer?
He'd bring us alcohol.
Was it Mike's?
No. Well, he brought like vodka. He brought the hard liquor. So like when we were like 20, we would have parties, and you know we'd still be able to find somebody to get beer somewhere. Somebody was 21 or whatever the fuck, pitching some money, and he'd bring us. But he'd bring the hard liquor. And so recently, he's been doing this shit on Facebook where it's like, I guess he's in some weird way of being heartbroken, but in a strange way of trying to get past somebody or not getting past him. He's constantly posting these fucking workout videos, not of him, mind you, but of just people being rejected, but being muscular.
Wait, what?
Or like he's got a woman in front of. It's like a woman in front of like a really muscular dude. And it's got like some fucking, I don't know, some fucking weird music to it, that makes it seem like tough.
And the muscle dude just like...
They're just flexing. And he's always talking about, she doesn't love me, so I'm going to go to Ukraine and fight on the Ukrainian side. I'm like,
muscle dudes?
No, him. Not the muscle dude.
Yeah, but he's posting videos of muscle dudes and...
Well, yeah, because he's talking, I guess, a whole thing about being a man to him is being muscular, being strong. But it doesn't really translate to trying to defend somebody. It's just trying to be like, I got rejected, so I'm going to be very muscular. And that'll be that. It's a weird... It's strange to explain it because it doesn't really make any sense. And then he also talks about how he's going to go to Ukraine and die. So it's just kind of like,
dude, just stay in the U.S. You can go light yourself on fire in front of the embassy.
Right? There you go. He can go light himself on fire in front of the embassy.
For Ukraine.
It's kind of sad because it's like, I know the dude's like pushing almost 40 now. I know he's trying to be loved. And I don't know the woman who rejected him or for whatever. He always talks about money. You know, he's talking about, I got money.
Oh, he's one of those money people.
He's one of those money people. And then he talks about being rejected. So now I guess he doesn't have the muscles. So he's got money and he's going to get the muscles. And then she'll see. I don't know. It's fucking... It's like, dude, just be yourself. Move on. Go find someone better for you. You don't... Obviously, she's not into you. Or if she's using you, going back and forth with it, just drop her. It's just strange to see people who want to showcase money and showcase muscles, thinking that'll make them
That's what does
better
it. It's
or
the money and the muscles.
The money to the two M's. What's the other M? It's not the mind. It's definitely not the mind.
No.
You
Not
got
at
the
all.
money, the muscles.
And
You got this, Eric.
the mass. I don't know.
The what?
The mass.
Honestly, that was the only one of the few words came to mind too. But yeah, I guess muscles kind of go with the mass, you know.
Physical mass. Church
Oh,
mass. They take him to church, and they're like, guess
he's
what?
He's a God-fearing man. He's got money. He's got the muscles. And he goes to church every Wednesday and Sunday. He's a God-fearing man. He's devoted to his congregation. He can lift any church pew they need. He can buy any new stained glass they need. I don't fucking know. Donations. He probably goes to fucking Joel Osteen's church. Who knows? It's fucking
That's
different.
not real church.
It's not. He does like fucking public speaking and just kind of what are those, life coaches? And then he gets money.
He doesn't even life coach. He's a
what?
He's a goblin.
He's a
fucking goblin.
He's
bro.
a goblin.
Yeah, it's like Rumpelstiltskin, only instead of like teaching people how to like weave things, he takes the idea of religion and turns that into coin.
Well, you know what? You didn't watch that video I sent you the other day, did you?
About Joel Osteen being a goblin?
No. It had Pastor Kenneth Copeland in it.
Oh shit! No, I missed it. Did you text it to me or is it on?
I think I sent it to Messenger. It was on Facebook. Hold on. Fuck. Please don't hunt us. What the fuck? What's Facebook doing? Oh yeah, this is it. Check it out. I pull it up, but I'd have to log into Facebook and.
No, I do not.
What I thought.
Oh my god. Fuck, dude.
I love that part of it.
I thought that's what it, like I read the caption and I thought that's what it might be. Oh fuck. That's funny.
So for the
No, I
people
do not.
who couldn't see that, it's
And don't you ever say that.
it's a video or it's a caption, and it says my husband works on cars, and it's Pastor Kenneth Copeland. If you ever seen that video, with the reporter catches him about his private jet, I think it was.
No, I do
And he
not.
talks about people.
Don't you ever say that I did.
He alludes to people being in a tube full of demons if he rides in a public airplane. And so the reporter asked him, well, what do you have to say about calling people demons? And he goes, no, I did not. And don't you ever say I did. So that's the video. It says, my husband works on cars. And then it's Pastor Kevin Copeland. No, I do not. Don't you ever say I did. Because then at that point, everybody always needs something. That's how it usually works anyway.
Video to speech with Jordan. And then we have like a little jingle.
Yeah, and it's BBL Drizzy.
We should just have you watch videos.
Talk shit about him.
And then, well, no, not talk shit, but like you'll, instead of text to speech, it's video to speech. So like you just explain the whole little video. So
Dude,
like,
you just describe those React videos that people. Well, not necessarily that.
'Cause we're not
I hate
watching
React videos.
We're gonna use you as a. If anyone that watches this is like, blind or sight impaired, and they can't really see us, if you play like a video, or if
Well,
you
if I
watch
do
something
that,
and you
I'm
want
just
to
gonna
share it
turn
with
it-
everyone that's just listening, you'd be
I'm
like,
gonna
all
turn
right.
into Trapped in the Closet.
For those of you that are just listening to us, here's the video, and then we'll just have Jordan explain it.
Start whispering to the mic, all sexy like.
You could do that. Tell it like it's like some old soul.
I was trying to think of like something to just kind of like narrate, but I couldn't think of anything directly into my head, and I don't have anything pulled up to narrate. So I was gonna give it a try. Why don't you narrate a book? Why don't you do an audiobook, Eric?
I thought about illustrating some of the poems that I've written.
Dude, fucking yeah, do it. That sounds do that.
Because I've been working on this project for the last like several years. I have this like massive Playboy collection. I have like every issue, like except maybe 12.
But you said the Playboy issues?
Yeah, I have
Is
like
that,
every.
Is that the ones you got that you did the art thing with too? Or?
Yeah, it's an ongoing, like, because it's it's magazines. It's decades worth of just like taking out photos and shit. But in doing that, I found that Shel Silverstein wrote like I had no idea until I came across this, that Shel Silverstein wrote for Playboy, because I just grew up reading all of like.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Do you need more whiskey and Dr. Pepper?
If you got Dr. Pepper, I'll take some Dr. Pepper.
Here, here's half of one right here.
I'll take that.
Let's pour up another one. But you were saying?
Yeah, I just grew up reading, sidewalk, like where the sidewalk ends, like the attic, Giving Tree, like his children's books. I had no fucking clue that he wrote pieces for Playboy. And like the shit that he did in Playboy is like so fucking dope. And I was like, I've got a bunch of poetry and stuff that I've written, mainly because I grew up reading Shel Silverstein. Let me try to do this. So I think I'll give that a little go.
Yeah, fucking do it, dude. I mean, that sounds like something interesting and possibly fun to do. I don't know. I thought about getting into voice acting. I think it'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun. I do like making a bunch of different fucking voices and noises.
Yeah. I kind of got some of that from you myself.
I'm always doing fucking weird shit.
Why don't we both apply to be voice actors?
All right, we can do that.
Yeah.
I'll do some voice acting.
You think TWC will take that as a job application? They ask
Time Warner Cable? Is that...
fucking the Texas Workman Commission.
Oh, the Texas Workman.
Time Warner Cable.
I was way off.
I thought you knew what I was talking about. You said, "Oh, Time Warner Cable." It's like, no, what?
Oh, way off.
Let's go apply. Where is that? That's still a thing though, somewhere, right? They didn't get completely bought out.
I don't fucking know.
I think it's only like the southern and some of the other countries, or not countries, states, that AT&T bought Time Warner Cable. I think there's still a thing some other places. Jesus Christ, Time Warner Cable. You remember Sprint?
I was way off.
Oh, not Sprint. Cellular? What was it? Cellular?
Singular?
Singular.
The little orange guy?
Yeah, I used to have that. That's crazy.
Yeah, Singular.
Singular, and they got bought by
AT&T.
Yeah, was it AT&T?
I think so.
Holy shit. AT&T's fucking. We got to stop them. They're getting too powerful.
I'm pretty sure AT&T also bought Southwestern Bell, or like the Bell Company.
Oh yeah, I remember them. Surprised nobody's has tried to like.
It's not a monopoly. Don't you dare say.
Okay.
No, what it's not.
All right.
And don't you ever say that it is.
You're perfect. That was perfect. No, it's not. Don't you ever say it is. Just got to pull out those fucking demon eyes that Kenneth Copeland musters. This fucking that stare.
Dude.
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
I blow the wind of God. Oh, we got to watch that real quick. It's been a minute since I pulled that one up.
That dude is terrifying.
And he called for a supernatural heat wave, and like a year or so later, fucking U.S. was on fire. Definitely in Texas.
You can look at his face and tell that, like, I don't know if Hillary's a demon. That dude, she might be some sort of a different spirit.
I could definitely.
It's like phasmophobia. We gotta go UV her fucking house. We gotta throw the salt down. She might be a wraith or a banshee.
There's a couple of
Copeland's definitely a demon, though. Look at that guy's face, bro.
Just whenever he opens his eyes, especially.
Like.
Goddamn ads.
I think we're in an airheads
I love
commercial.
airheads, though.
Like, he's delving more into, like, the demon. Like, Joel Osteen's kind of playing it safe.
Oh, this is a different remix. It's like chill, but the wind. Herbert, is that what that? No, I thought that was a raspberry. The wind of God. I like the mix they put there.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. I'll have to look at it more later. There's so many mixes of it. I guess people were like, dude, this is pretty fucking funny. But I see like the plain one is right under here. COVID-19 Preacher. Original. There we go. The fucking like trap remix.
Then sang Moses and the children.
It's like the breakdown right here.
Under the Lord.
Yeah, this is always going to be my favorite. Everybody's just waiting for him to say it. Burn this thing. Look at it. That's that evil look right there you're talking about, though.
Look at his fucking face, man.
Perfect breakdown for you right there, too. Just remember, you don't want to run into him. He'll blow the wind of God at you.
You are destroyed forever, and you'll never be back.
That's fine.
What the fuck?
That's such a good fucking video. But yeah, no, it's funny because in that one you actually get that evil look that you were talking about. That stare, that especially when he says burn.
That demonic grin.
That demonic grin. Dude's like 80 too. It's crazy. He's just over here being a demon, burning things straight from hell. In the name of God, though. You think he's like from purgatory and he's just kind of playing the sides?
His body or his, like...
Probably both.
His body, maybe. I don't know. There's no way his, like, ethereal self is from fucking purgatory. Unless he's been down. Look at that. Like, unless he's been down in purgatory for, like, fucking... Yo, dude, when the fucking day, like, I was fucking... Dude, the day that happened, I was getting high with Larry, and we just had this dude on, and I was fucking clowning shit. And he made that face, and I took a picture of it, and I was like, dude...
That's the perfect still right there. I I pressed the button to go to the screen, and it just
I have a
froze
picture
on
of
me.
that somewhere on my phone because I saw that on TV. And I flipped the fuck out, dude. Look at his face.
I'm looking at it. It's just.
He's kind of cross-eyed on the right side.
Yeah, I guess.
Or it's just the lighting.
I think it's the angle. His head's slightly
Look
tilted.
at his demon teeth.
He does have
his
some
little
fucking...
tobacco-stained fronts with his little fangs. Look how white his fangs are.
Oh yeah.
Just his canines are fucking sharp as shit.
That is true. They are
and
sharp and very white.
Look at them stained-ass front teeth. Because he's been.
What do you think he
drinking
does?
old blood. Look how saggy his fucking ears are. He doesn't even have gauges in his shit. How are his fucking lobes?
I didn't even notice that.
So fucking saggy.
He's got giant earlobes, I guess. Then.
Look at his fucking face, dude. He's just a fucking demon. Look at his scrawny ass neck.
Eric, you keep talking about. He might fucking fly in after us somehow or
Good.
something.
I'll fucking
Tyler
put a
Perry's jet.
stake in his fucking heart.
I don't think he's a vampire.
Grab his ass by his neck and just bring him in your house and it'll fucking burn.
Why'd you do that? Not at my house. Take him to your house.
No. I'd rather just end him like once and for all, like right here.
If fucking Pastor Kenneth Copeland showed up at my house, I'd probably be kind of scared. There's no reason for him to come directly here.
Stake him in the fucking heart. Put him where that tree was out in the front. Open up some sort of portal.
Yeah, okay,
goes,
see,
and then
exactly.
He goes back
Do
home.
that at your house. Do that at your house, not at mine. I don't want to see that. I don't want that to happen. I don't know what might happen.
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
And then, like, you look at Joel Osteen's face, and it's kind of like that same level of... It's like a...
You're not lying.
It's like that same level of demon. It's just like a different kind of demon. Like, Joel Osteen looks like one of those manipulative, like... He's like one of them fucking gold-hungry goblins, bro. Look at his fucking face. You can tell that dude's up to no good.
I don't know which one up.
He looks like... That far left looks like someone tried to make Carrot Top in the Elder Scrolls.
You said Carrot Top and
Yeah, go back to the image search.
Oh, it opened up a whole nother.
The top left, the very first result.
This one?
Looks like somebody tried to make Carrot Top in like Oblivion or
Wikipedia?
something. They were like, oh look.
It does look kind of like an Oblivion.
He looks like a fucking elf from fucking Oblivion, dude.
You could probably make him an Oblivion.
Oh, you could easily make him an Oblivion. That dude's a fucking con artist. Look at that packed ass fucking compact center.
I like this one. Joel Osteen's gay problem. Like, damn.
Give me your money.
Is that Kanye West? Oh, it is Kanye West. Kanye West very interested in spending time with Joel Osteen. How old is that? I think I did hear about that a couple years, like a year or so ago.
Joel's next speech, everyone's wearing black with red armbands.
Oh, look. Joel Osteen hosts virtual Easter Sunday service. That was a while ago. What? Oh yeah, what? Kanye West, Mariah Carey, Tyler Perry. That's fucking old. They wouldn't be near Kanye West at this point in time.
Yeah, no.
Hell no. That's fucking interesting. Oh, I'm on the wrong
Look
page.
at his evil-looking fucking face.
Yeah, evil.
Kenneth Copeland's just like a whole nother level, though, bro.
Yeah, Kenneth Copeland is just fucking.
That dude
creepy,
is.
He's a lot creepier than Joel Osteen. Every time I see him, I'm like, we got to be careful about this guy. But hopefully
you would think that a congregation of people, getting preached hellfire to, for fucking hours a day, and then watching it on TV.
Well, whenever he did that
Like,
COVID-19, well, that was during COVID, but
It
luckily,
can't even be like rose-colored glasses.
nobody was in the whatever the fuck he preaches.
Yeah,
at.
but he has looked like that his whole fucking, like, he's looked evil in the face. Like, he has looked like a demon like that. It's not just recent. He's always looked like that.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely looked like he sacrificed his children. I'd say that. I'm just saying. He does. He looks evil, and he preaches hellfire to kill viruses. When he should probably understand, we all have to live here still too.
bro, washing your hands will do it.
Well, no. Hellfire will, Eric. Hellfire. And if you don't survive, you're going to hell because you're probably a demon. No, I don't. I don't know what the fuck the.
I bet Kenneth Copeland lives like a sim. Like he has like real like actual dishes in his house, but instead of washing, he just tosses them in the trash.
I.
It just.
He's just throwing straight porcelain and all that.
It's right in the garbage.
Whatever the fuck he's got. He's like, fuck the environment. Burn this thing. But you know, let's wrap it up here because I kind of want that. I want that whatever the fuck my sister was talking about earlier. It sounded pretty good. And after a couple of drinks, I'm kind of hungry myself.
Some sort of food item.
We'll probably have to go somewhere to stop and grab a snack or something though. Still, because that doesn't sound like it would fill me up. But what episode did I say this fucking was?
I think it was 28.
You are right. This has been episode 28 of the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast. We're going to get out of here. BBL Drizzy is either going to be before, after, or in both.
Or
so
both. It should be both.
Fuck it. We'll BBL Drizzy it up. You guys have fucking fun. I don't know.